All right, man. Welcome, guys. Welcome to yeah. This is weird for me. Acolyte episode 6 spoiler review. Actually, we're gonna kind of recap from 4, 5, and 6 because I'm waiting for Blinded. Blinded my part friend. Blinded hasn't yet. I'm waiting for someone. Okay, them about episode of Acolyte. All right. And why do I call it double turn? Well, we'll get into that. Why I call it a double turn because it is kind of a double turn in this episode, or will be a double turn leading up to a double turn. All right. So if you're watching, make sure to leave a like, please. Like or subscribe. Okay. Double turn. Spoilers. Yeah, there are spoilers. I don't care. All right. All right, man. Not the best thumbnail, but why do I call it a double turn? Well, yeah. Okay. Okay, if you paid attention to the past episode, okay, you would. Oh wow, I'm getting people. Thank you. You would know, uh, May and Osha kind of switch. Well, May kind of switch with Osha. May is going with May is pretending Osha, right? To run off a soul, and Premier Premier picks up, retrieves retrieves the dead body, not the dead body, the unconscious body of Osha. Only 2 episodes left. Okay, and yes, only 2 episodes left, and we get a lot of people from X watching. So feel free to tweet from X if you want, please. Okay, look at this, 26 people. Wow, wow, wow. 30. Well, 27 people from X. Feel feel free to tweet, man. Here, feel free to sub to my YouTube if I can see it on X, if it's available on X. And also, I'm waiting for a friend to come on a little bit later, and he'll talk about it too. All right. Okay. Now, with this episode, we kicked off with Osha waking up in the cave, right? Cave where Krimir was hiding out, staying, living in. Okay, right? That's where he took her to. Okay, and on the other side of things, we know that May, pretending to be Osha, was on the ship, with Soul and Basil and right? And she wants to kill Soul, obviously. So in this episode, what's the reason why Premier brought Osha with him? him, her with him. What's the reason for as it's been stated, as it's been stated, kind of it was briefly mentioned in last episode. Creamer basically was an acolyte, a Padawan, right? Someone to a pupil of his own, which Jedi's have that, and Siths had that. Okay, all right, yeah, okay. So that's what it basically was. That's the reason he brought Osha there, and there's a reason why he thought kind of that he kind of thought May was the one, and we'll explain why May is not the one. Okay, okay. Okay. So there are spoilers here, guys. So okay. All right. So we know Basil. We know that May is impersonating Osha, and he knows he could smell his scent because obviously the two sisters have different scents. He knows that's not Osha. Osha. Okay. He knows it's not Osha. Okay. He knows it's not Osha. And I'm glad to see you here, Red. Don't worry, Dakota Kai. Don't worry about Dakota Kai. This is for you, Red, buddy. No, for you, Red. If you're still there, this is you, Red. Yeah, this is you, Red. This is you. You're a Dakota. You are a Dakota.
You fucking mark!
That's what you are, buddy. I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with you. I. All right. Yeah, over 60 people, man. Oh my God, over 60 people. Hello, sideways. All right. So you're not, yo, Red. You're not the reason I. You're not the reason I have that. By the way, you know that MJF. You're not the reason. You know the reason why. All right. All right. All right. Uh. All right. So as I said, this episode was not bad. Actually, this episode was not bad. If you're expecting action in this episode, any action, fighting, combat scenes, you're gonna be disappointed. This is a very heavy dialogue episode. Okay, this episode is mostly about advancing the plot. Yeah, that's for the other one. Yeah, advancing for the plot of the show. So if you're not you're gonna be last episode. That's the have the action episode. Okay, and one of the best action sequences of the of Star Wars. But this episode, don't there's really no action. There's barely it's like there's no action, no action, barely any action in this episode. Barely. This is more of a like a more of a progressing the story dialogue kind of episode. You kind of need that after last episode. You kind of need a little break from the high action episode, which is last week's episode, as I mentioned. You kind of need a little episode break, and then the next two episodes, you can have more action from those next two episodes. Usually a season finale shows it's like half the first half usually more action packed usually, and the second half there's a lot of conclusion to this either to the series or season finale depends on the show, right? And that means, right? Yeah, usually. Okay. But in this one, what I actually like this episode because the Premier, the Sith, is not specifically called himself is. He explained why he is, and why he left the Jedi, and he confirms he was a Jedi at one point, Okay, so he knows all the Jedi ways, their beliefs, their rules, all that. He knows, right? Okay, he knows all, right? He explains that. He explains that to Osha. Okay, and I like that. Okay. Well, this episode. Well, the thing about this show, it shows a diff. It's what the show. What's yeah, the show is not good at first, but when it's describing about the Sith and the Jedi, they're different philosophies. They're different philosophies. That's okay. Where the Siths believe in uh believe in freedom, and what I mean by freedom, I don't mean by like what we describe freedom. Okay, I mean freedom from like how Jedi's as you if you're a Jedi, you're not allowed to feel this way. You're not allowed to do this way. You're not allowed. You give up. You give up your freedom. Like you're not allowed to get married. You shouldn't be in love. You're not allowed to feel this way. I mean, like as a Jedi, you're not allowed to feel fear, passionate, goal oriented, uh, desire, greed. Okay, and the Jedi's will brainwash you and say that's a pathway to the dark side, and they'll tell you that. And you hear that in the Phantom Menace when they evaluate young Anakin. They said at the council, Yoda and others says fear in Anakin. Something's not right about him, right? They sense that, right? The Sith, on the other hand, don't their beliefs have different values. Yes, they're technically more villainous, but it's more of like the Force is a religion, right? The Force is kind of a religion, but the Jedi, it's kind of like the Jedi have their own religion, their own belief around the Force, where the Siths have their other belief, right? So here you see Osha. Yeah, Osha was planning to wanting to kill, wanting to kill. Okay, Premier, but it got to a point where, like the Jedi say, you can't kill an unarmed person, and Premier basically said exactly my point. Okay, and Premier did admit he had a master in the show because all Jedi's have a master at some point, right? Every Jedi at some point had a master, not a masturbator. I'm kidding. Okay? I'm not. You did not hear me say that, okay? I'm sorry for the dead air, guys. I'm sorry for the dead air. Now, this is not my best. Um, please like, share, subscribe, right? Not my best thumbnail. I wasn't funny. I wasn't, not a lot of good pictures out right after the show. Okay. Um, Blinded, I'm gonna send you a link. You're not in here. I know you're not in here, but I'm gonna send you a link. I'm live right now. If you're watching, come on and this is the all right, blinded, and I'm gonna send you a link when you're ready to come on. I know you're not here right now, but my friend's coming on. He's watching. All right. Okay. All right. There. Yeah. So that's for blinded. Uh, you know what? I don't even think I purchased in all my DM groups, honestly. So come on in. It's not the best. It's not the best thumbnail. I was in a rush, you know. Okay, not the best thumbnail. I admit that. All right, back at it. Back at it. Yeah, 2 more episodes. So yeah, two more weeks into the finale. Next week and the week after. All right. So yeah, Blinded is confirmed that he'll be on when he's done watching. Okay. Now I gotta see something. I want to test my sound. Um.
You fucking Mark! You fucking Mark!
Excuse me again.
You fucking Mark!
Let me do it again.
You fucking Mark!
Okay. Okay. There we go. Works. All right. All right. There we go. I can easily use the creamers in the little lake at the beginning at the lake, you know, and a picture of him with no shirt on in the lake, and I could get some female viewers to watch. Kidding. Yeah, you are. I know you are. Okay. I know you are, buddy. Red. Remember, Red, Thursday, I'm gonna let you on for preview predictions. Remember that I'm a main. Of course, all females are watching. Well, they might be watching on X. I got a lot of people watching on X. Lots of people watching on X. So there's a possibility they're watching on X. They're just not commenting on anything. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad there's people watching on YouTube, man. Too. I'm glad. Uh, with the and once Blinded, yeah, Blinded's gonna be done soon. This is a 38-minute episode, so I'm wondering when he didn't say when he started, but I assume he's watching right now. and he'll come on. I sent him the link, send me your link and all that. He'll come on when he's ready. Thank you for this. But all right, man. All right. So okay. Hey, Summertron, if you're watching on Twitter, say something, please. Look. There's no harm in saying something on Twitter. People on X, I can see your comments, okay? And I can just do this so the people on YouTube can see it. Let you know. Okay. And on X, you can see me highlight YouTube comments, and for the YouTube people, you can see me highlight X comments. So people on X, do not be afraid to comment, okay? Do not be afraid. I'll show you how it's done. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Now, Red, anybody in the chat, can you see this? Can you see my me from change from X? Can you see this? Because I can. Don't be afraid. Okay. Yeah, but thank you. See? Thank you for confirming. All right, man. All right. All right. Back to this episode. And don't complain to me if I'm spoiling this episode and you haven't seen the episode. If you're complaining to me about spoiling it, there's and I just spelled spoilers wrong. Let's see. Can I edit that? Did I spell spoilers wrong? Spoil. Let me see something. I might have spelled spoilers wrong. So I'm gonna go edit this very, very carefully, man, while the stream is live. And there will be a better thumbnail too. Sturgis? I don't think he's subbed to me though. I'm pretty sure he's not subbed to me, and if he's subbed to me, good. Because fine, he can sub to me. I don't talk about him on here. The wrong YouTube channel. Shit. All right. No, I spelled it right. No, I was right. Okay. Man, why am I, what? Oh, man. Oh, wait, Red, Tony's streaming right now, man. He's probably on their channel, on his channel. Tony's streaming. That's why. He's probably there. Oh, by the way, I got to stream tomorrow night also, man. It's going to be fun tomorrow night. Yeah, I think Tony's streaming tonight. There we go. He's not streaming? I thought Tony was streaming. Let me check. Oh, he might have canceled it. Oh, he canceled it. Yeah, he canceled it. Canceled it, Red. Check his community section, his announcements. You'll see that he canceled it. Okay. Um. Oh, he's a bum. You should tell him that, buddy. Okay, tell him that. More important business came up. All right. Thank you. So where was I? So on the other hand, Soul has been trying to get in communication with the Jedi's at Coruscant, right? To give them a field report of what happened, right? On the planet of Kolfir, I think it's called Kolfir Kofar. Um, okay. I gotta be right back. I actually gotta go, do my business. do Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Um, that was a Superman avatar, as you just saw. Yeah, yeah, yeah. um, let's get back on it. So with Soul, he was communicating with Coruscant, right? And tell him what happened in the onslaught in the by Creamier. Basically killed all Soul's party party that were sent to get May and stop May from killing the Wookiee Jedi. I'm blanking on his name. But remember in the last episode, once they got there, Creamier, the Sith, who revealed to be Creamier, basically killed every Jedi in that party, from Soul's Padawan, Jackie, to Yord, the one that's has was kind of has a close relationship with Osha, and killed all the other Jedi that joined the party and they joined the crest to get May. No, no, no. Okay. And he was having trouble the power the ship around, and he told May, who was impersonating Osha, to go fix the power. While she was doing that, Basil and Pip, they kind of knew that that was not May, that was Osha. Not Osha, that was May, right? Pretending to be her twin sister. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So also Soul was having trouble, but Coruscant at the Jedi Council, it seems like they managed to get the message through that that what Soul was trying to get the was trying to communicate. So they managed to get it through because the power did come on. Um, so I forget who the green alien, the green Jedi Master is name. I'm gonna look it up. Uh, let me look it up. Who I used to know her name. No, what did I spelled Acolyte wrong. Whoops. I'm looking up her name. So was it Venestra? Venestra. Venestra, yeah. Venestra. So Venestra takes a party of her own to investigate Soul, what happened with Soul and his party. Yeah, there we go, Venestra. They go to Branda. That's the planet. Yeah, okay. And they arrive at that planet, and they go in the forest there. Okay, and they see as they advance in the forest the dead Jedi. Jackie's dead. Dead Jackie. Yord is dead, and the other Jedi that were with the party in episode 4, 3, and 4. They had no names. I don't think they had names. They were just Jedi, but they had no names. They didn't mention their names, but they were all dead too. The thing with Vanessa, she was so advanced as a Jedi. She communicate with the Force, to have visions. Like you didn't see the visions, but to feel like what happened here. Why did all these Jedi die? Who killed these Jedi? And she came to the conclusion it was another Force user with a lightsaber, and her Padawan, I guess, at the time, maybe accuses that it's that Soul might have turned on the Jedi and turned on joined the dark side and fallen, right? They're not aware of that. They don't know that they're not aware that it's potentially an evil Force user, a Sith. A Sith that's they might think it's Soul. They're not exactly who. That they think it's Soul that possibly turned on the Vanessa doesn't believe it, but her Padawan, I guess it's her Padawan, or I want to say it's her Padawan, but second command, makes it the accuses, makes a possibility that Soul was turned. Well, we know from episode 4, if you watch episode 4, the previous, no, episode 5, you know from episode 5, we know it's not Soul. We know it's Premier, right? Who is technically a fallen Jedi, right? Right? Because he remember I said minutes ago he said he was a Jedi at one point, right? So he technically is a fallen Jedi who fell to the dark side, right? Right? Don't so Woka. Oh my god. Well, There's one problem, Red. Soul in the soul is a male. It's a man. Okay? I'm a man. Okay? Okay? Now, Soul eventually finds out that May is impersonating Osha, and so he manages to take her out, right? Knock her out. Doesn't punch her, but uses some sort of gun that knocks right? And Soul was ready to reveal. Uh, I don't know. I want to talk when Blind gets on. I want to go to possible theories that who is who is the his master or or who was his Jedi traitor, because I think it's a strong possibility that somebody in the show was the one who trains was the master of not Jackie, of Creamier. Also, I wonder if he's also a fallen Jedi too. I want to get the possible theories on that. I hope Platinum comes out very soon because I really want to talk about that. Because I don't know, Um, but yeah, so Soul eventually finds out that this is not this is May is impersonating Osha, right? And Osha, and he has Osha not tied down, but kind of shackled, right? Where so she can't go. And you see, Soul was waiting for her to wake up, sitting there, and he wanted to tell, I'm not here to hurt you. Um, I'm here to save you and your sister. And he's gonna reveal everything. Because he's clearly keeping secrets, so deep dark secrets from May and obviously Osha, right? Obviously Osha. And he's gonna reveal them, right? He's gonna reveal finally the truth will come out. And that's probably be part of the next episode. The truth. Okay. Oh, Blind, I'm spoiling it for you, buddy. Okay. Can't believe what you're doing. Okay. Oh, I don't fucking know. Blind, you. Yeah. I need my buddy. Then maybe the grassy. I don't know. I was spoiling it for you, man. Okay. Oh, hey, well, hey, okay. And you ever seen the episode? Well,
No.
it wasn't that title I had. That was way off.
Yeah, you were telling me. So I'm curious. I
Okay,
mean,
so
you could just spoil it for me and I'll watch it because
okay,
yeah.
this episode, like, okay, if anybody's expecting action in this episode, this is not the episode for you. This was a heavy
Right.
dialogue episode, pure
Which
dialogue
is which
episode.
is fine. We want some explanation of what's going on.
Okay, so there wasn't a split. They didn't really go into Soul's. So yeah. There's some explanation from more from Creamer's side, the Sith, the so-called Sith, because if
Okay,
you
yes.
remember, you saw the other two episodes before, so you remember last episode, the switch, right? The switch, right?
Yes.
With May switch, right? And May ran off impersonating her sister, was to go with Soul, right? And then you saw Creamer take Osha, and Creamer knew that was Osha. Okay, in this episode, right at the beginning, he knew it was Osha. Okay, he did not mistake her for May. Okay, knew that was Osha. Soul Not Soul, on the other hand, did not know till later on in the episode it was May.
What?
Because he could tell. Yeah, I know. For some reason in this show, Soul seems like he's supposed to be like a powerful Jedi, but they make him sometimes seem so oblivious, like stupid sometimes for some reason.
Now
I told
that
my kids
seems kind of way too convenient.
it makes it. Something in this show makes him look stupid sometimes. I don't know. They make him look stupid at times in the show. That's
Yeah,
that.
I mean, we keep saying, I guess, are they going to explain it away? But
Hmm.
I don't know, man. That seems it's convenient to use the Force, like when the story needs it or when the plot needs
And
it.
this
It's like
and they need. Well, that comes later on in this show. So with uh with Creamier, his whole thing is the reason it's called the Acolyte. You want to know why the show's called the Acolyte? Because Creamier wants a Padawan of himself or for
right.
himself. And I'll tell you why he thought May was that, and May turned out not to beat. He was disappointed in May, and May turned out not to beat the Acolyte he wanted because May had desire for revenge, and
Hmm.
and that's not why he turned to the dark side. It's not for revenge. Okay, he wanted something more. He want so with
Wait, turning to the dark side means it's what?
okay. I'll explain why he explains why to Osha why he became this way, right? It's because he did not like the Jedi way. You know, the Jedi way is very, very strict. Very, very
Right.
strict. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't feel this. Like you're like he kind of admits this. You can't feel basic human emotion, like fear, anger, um, desire.
Yeah, you
Um,
can't have any kind of emotion at all.
but you see, the problem is you see with Soul, you can see the guilt. I mean, isn't that considered a pathway to the dark side too?
Maybe he is on the. I mean, that would be
Yeah,
interesting, but I don't think that's what's going to happen.
but it's like
If Soul turned to the dark side, that would be kind of cool. But
yeah,
I mean, we got two more episodes left, so I'm
and
guessing the
he's
big reveal is going to be what the Jedi did, right? Because that's not explored in this episode,
yeah,
right?
and
Yeah.
he believes the Jedi way is not the only way, right? Of the Force, right? You
Hmm.
know, this kind of explains in the prequels, right? About the Jedi's, what they can do and what they can't do, right? I mean, remember, Anakin, you're not allowed to get married. He kind of went against the
Yeah.
Jedi. He had to hide it, right? He had to hide it from the Council, the Jedi Order. He
Yes.
had to, right? I remember it's because remember when they bought him as a kid in the Phantom Menace to the council. You know, Qui-Gon brought him to the council, right, in front of Yoda,
Hmm.
uh, Mace Windu, Samuel L. Jackson. They
Right.
sense something wrong with him, right? They can sense like there's anger and fear in him, right? Right? Remember that? I remember that 100%. I'm sure you have remember that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So they kind of the prequels kind of explain that. In this episode, they explain that too, right? With Creamier. And there's anger in Osha because she kind of admits that she ran away from the Jedi because she failed, right? She failed, and also Creamier basically said, "Oh yeah, Creamier did have a master. He was not a Jedi. A Sith Lord did not find Creamier. Okay, okay. He admits he was trained by a Jedi. Okay,
Right.
so
Okay.
so he admits he was a youngling / Padawan at one point, right? So his former
Yeah, but
master was
is
a Jedi.
he an acolyte to someone else, or is he just looking for an acolyte,
What? That's a
meaning
good
that
point.
he's the
He
master?
didn't. He's looking for an acolyte,
Mm.
but I'm sure I'm. But the thing is, what if his what if his trainer is no, not his trainer. Well, I don't know if it's called trainers, but his master. What if his master is in the show?
Yeah, that's been my theory was that he is an acolyte himself, and he's being trained by another person, and that other person would be the mother. Because I mean, again, uh, why was that line in there about oh the mom knew how to do this trick,
Yeah.
right, with the force. Like that seemed like a really weird line to put in if you're not trying to like, you know, say, hey, that there's something else going on here.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, continue, because I want to know. I'm
So
still gonna watch it, of course, but yeah.
so yeah. So like, why is Talos called double turn, right? Because Osha
Mhm.
was the good one and May is the bad one, right? Why is it called a double turn? Because based on the well, I'll skip to the ending. You know the helmet that Creamer had as a Sith, it got damaged. Well, he was fixing it in this episode, right? Repairing it.
Mhm.
At the end, before the credits roll, guess who puts on the helmet? You know,
Oh, sure.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's my yeah. Yeah.
yes, exactly. And she's listening. At first, she wanted to kill him. You know, she was put to kill him, and then she wanted to obviously can't kill. I mean, Jedi code, you can't kill someone who's unarmed. And
Oh, does
Creamer,
she kill him?
no, no,
No.
no, she doesn't. She actually listens to him and starts believing what he's saying. He's
Okay.
right, starts because Creamer was explaining to him. Creamer was like a very he, he's like I'll say he's like Emperor Palpatine when he was Palpatine, Senator Palpatine. Remember how he's talking to Anakin and older Anakin about about what he can do to save, about his former Sith Lord Plagueis and all that. You know how he's kind of seducing him, right? Because this
Right.
thing about the way about I guess with Siths, these kind of people, they're very good with the words, right? They're very good with the words. They're very convincing, right? With the words.
Mm,
And the difference between May and Osha, I think May was just too angry, right? May was just too angry, and words like that would not work on May. But something with Osha, who's more calm, would work on Osha, right? Would work better on Osha. And
right.
okay, and May just wanted revenge. Creamer used May. I mean, like, Creamer used May. Obviously, he wanted May to be his Padawan, but his tension, really, his goal wasn't really to. I guess right now, his goal. We don't really truly know his goal. We just know he wants an acolyte, but we don't know what. Like that's kind of a understandable, but that's kind of
Yeah,
boring.
like
There has
that's
to be a
pretty
bigger goal.
boring.
There
Yeah, there has
has
to
to be a
be.
bigger.
I mean, well, again, we'll see because I'm guessing that means he's not a big
Hmm.
deal. I think the show's title is referencing that I think the twins are just going to join together and be some sort of
This
power or whatever it is. That's my guess
the
because I think it's going to come. This is one of my theories. Going off of you know what I've heard from Degrassi, and then also looking in and realizing that yes, the showrunner Leslie Headland, whatever her name is, she did talk about reading Fight Club and giving the crew Fight Club. And
there's
I don't think it's going to be like, oh, this
she
person's not there. I don't think that's what the twist
she
is.
admits she kind of missed his character based off Kylo Ren a bit,
Hmm.
because you could tell the helmet, the way he walked, also the way he is in
Yeah.
this episode. Do you remember Kylo Ren turned on Snoke and with the stuff he said to Rey? Let's partner
Yes.
up and just we could do this, doing this. This is what kind of like
Yeah.
with
Kind of similar.
yeah,
Similar. Yeah. But so yeah, my theory is that the twist is uh that Osha was brainwashed by the Jedi.
yeah.
And when she realizes this, then she partners up with her sister, and they are going to be. I don't know how they would do this, but one is the master and one is the acolyte, or something like that. Because again, I don't really understand the title of the show, the acolyte, and I mean, but there's two of them.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
yeah,
and remember what I was saying in the first that episode. Was it the third episode? Yeah, the third episode that was OSHA who was like trying to pull that butterfly apart, and it did seem
Yes, it
kind of
was.
weird.
It was
Yeah.
Osha.
Yeah, and also too, I still think the whole like the sister being like, I'm gonna kill you. I think it's weird. Something about that is off. And to me, like certain things, I mean, again, we saw the witches, they weren't completely burned. How did the fire, spread that fast?
Oh,
Like all over the place, right? It wasn't just like in one building, it was like everywhere. It would probably take longer, but again, I know this is fiction, so but whatever, right? I just feel like there's gonna be this like, oh, this moment where there's a something that was told to us. It isn't exactly what seemed like, and that's why I can understand the connection of Fight Club, because in Fight Club, no, you would have never really guessed that Tyler Durden was the narrator, right? It's only when you go back and you look, there's certain things that are like, oh yeah, that's very subtle, right? Like no one acknowledges Tyler Durden,
yeah.
and all those types of things. By the way, I another show, because I know you're not watching this, another show that I think is going to do the Fight Club twist is The Boys. And again, I know you're not watching that, but if you are watching The Boys, there's a I feel like there's going to be a twist with Butcher, and
Mm.
what's his name? Jeffrey D. Morgan. Is that his name? The guy who
Yes, the
plays
actor.
Negan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeffrey D. Morgan. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my yeah, because I
He's
was
in there.
telling
Yeah.
a friend, and a friend pointed this out, and I'm like, oh yeah, shit, I didn't even realize that, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Fight Club twist, because I'm like, oh shit, that
Here's
makes
the
a lot
thing.
of sense.
Also, in this episode, right? Um, Soul was trying to, reach Coruscant, right? The Jedi tell him what happened on that planet with
Mhm.
the slaughter of his team, his party that they were sent, right, to
Right.
retrieve May, and they obviously countered Creamer, the Sith, right? And Sith annihilated his whole party. Everybody in his party died except for him, and I guess technically Osha, even though Osha was taken by him at Creamer at the end. He was struggling to get through, but he managed. The guy who was retrieving the distress call uh, managed to get through to that green Jedi alien named Venestra or something like that.
Right.
And
Oh.
so she wasn't 100% sure what happened there, right? Just know something went terribly wrong, right?
Mhm.
So she set up a party, right, with the guy and two other Jedi, right? And they go to that planet, Brandok, I think it was called, right? I think it was called Brandok. All right. And they go in that forest and they investigate the forest and they see the dead bodies of Jackie, you know, and Yoda, the guy you hate. You see the dead body of him,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you see the other Jedi that were killed. They have no names. I remember they didn't get. I don't think they had any names. Uh, they didn't have any names, right? They were just there.
Uh, I mean, if they did have names, they weren't. They didn't stand out.
No, yeah, that's why they probably didn't have any names. It didn't stand out.
Yeah.
Like they were nothing. And then they did and then she did a kind of a force thing, right? Like this the kind of how like Jedi when they're investigating they can go into the forest and feel and visualize what might have happened here. Not
Right.
100% here because when she did that, she didn't say it was like a Sith per se, but she said it was somebody used a lightsaber. And one of the guys she was with, what if soul has fallen? And she's like, no, she don't even make don't even say stuff like that accusation, right? Uh,
Oh, that's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, because
Okay.
she doesn't know the she
Oh, oh man. Okay, hold on. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. This show is such a all
this
over the place. But
yeah, there's gonna
that
be like
you telling
twists and
me that
turns.
now
Yeah,
makes me okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, maybe it is Soul is gonna turn to the dark side then.
and well, the thing is, Soul eventually found out that May was impersonating Osha, so he was trying to knock her out, right? And then he had him tied down to
Mhm.
the in the med bay or wherever, so she can't escape. And he told May, "I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna save May, but I'm gonna tell you everything." So he's gonna open up about the truth. He's gonna find out everything. Oh, what happened? I guess
Right.
from the past, obviously from when they found May and Osha, right? On where the witches are. I think he's gonna open up. Maybe like I thought at that moment, I thought when he knocked her out from behind, I thought that was his twist. I thought that was his turn. I mean, oh my god, he's really the Sith. No, no, it was just because that bedazzled guy, the little rat thing, the
Yeah,
tracker alien, knew right away in the last episode, knew right away it was not Osha because the scent was different, right?
right.
Knew it was May, and that
But that's what I'm
teleporter.
saying. How did Soul not know? And also
That's
too,
my point too.
maybe, yeah, I don't really. That's what I'm saying. That could either go two ways, right? That could either be just okay, yeah, that's just plot convenience, or the reason why he doesn't know is because he's not totally connected to the Force, right? So, and I guess maybe he's. I mean, we did see a bit of that, no? Or am I like
Yeah, yeah.
blanking that he's kind of like disconnected from a little bit? Um, Again, like yeah, I'm the whole twins thing and the show being called the Acolyte. So, something has to drop, within the next two episodes because you got the next episode. I don't know, is it going to be a penultimate episode? Like, is it going to be
I
longer?
saw the Squid Game guy.
Yes, he is. He is.
That's the guy from Squid Games.
Yeah, he's the main character in Squid Game.
So Squid Games are real actors.
No, not the real, not the. He played the main character.
Oh,
He's an actor. He's a Korean actor. I forget. I'm blanking on his name, but
I know his name. It's I'm gonna butcher it because it's Korean. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Um, Lee. I mean, it's Lee Jung Jae. Yeah, okay, that's not hard to say.
yeah,
Lee Jung Jae.
yeah. I mean, he was pretty good in Squid Game. I don't know what happened to the second season.
The
It's been
second
a
season's
while
happening,
since
isn't it? Isn't it happening? Second season?
it is happening, but it's been like 3 years.
Yeah, it has been a long time. Oh,
Oh, by the way, there's a typo in your the title.
what spoilers?
Yeah, spoilers.
I knew it.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Spoil.
To spoil liars, spoil liars.
I don't know if I could change it on StreamYard.
Yeah,
No,
you
you
can.
can't. No, you
You
can't on
can't?
StreamYard. No.
How? What?
I just
Isn't it
tried.
under branding?
Oh, on branding you could change it, but not the title.
Oh no, not the title. I mean, what's on? I mean, yeah, yeah, you can't change the title of the stream itself, but I mean on
I could I
the
edit it.
display.
I could edit it. Yeah, I could edit it. Yeah.
Oh, okay then. But yeah, now I'm more intrigued. Like I said, the reason why I'm only watching the show is because I think the mystery of it is like I really want to see what happens, like to make sense of it all. And I don't know, like I just feel like the show needed to be a bit longer, explore the characters a bit more, make them like be relatable, and you actually have some connection to them. And honestly, I think the dialogue probably needed to be
Oh,
touched up a little bit.
people are thirsting over Creamier because Creamier in the beginning
Yeah,
he
I did.
goes into the lake and he doesn't have a shirt on. He's not covered or
Yeah,
anything, and they're thirsting over it. They're thirsting over Creamier. My God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
man.
That's one way to seduce Osha.
Yeah,
Oh my.
if I mean, I think he might get yeeted.
Yeah, think so?
I, I feel like it. I mean, what purpose does he serve other than because I know a lot of people are there's one theory going around that he was gonna be some secret kid of the witches. I mean that's a little too complicated to explain, I feel like.
No, no,
And there's
no.
not
That's
a lot
not
of
it.
hints of that. No. Yeah.
He missed he was a youngling, like the kids that are taken at a young age, very young age.
Yeah.
I don't think he was if you that wouldn't play, they would like okay, that okay. Why would it be a that whole riches thing was all female? What? How would that work?
Yeah,
What would they be
that's what I'm
hiding it on?
saying. That too complicated to explain. Uh, yeah, I don't think they would do that. I really think he's there to. Uh, I mean, I don't know what purpose does he really serve than just explaining some of these rules and
Well,
being a bit of a red herring. I feel like.
he's like a rebel, right? A rebel Jedi, someone who sways away from the Jedi, becomes a Sith because Sith could do more freedom stuff. He didn't simply
Mhm.
say he's a Sith, but like we said, a Jedi has a set of rules he didn't agree with.
But he did. But in the last episode, he called himself a Sith.
He basically said, "I guess you could, in a way, you could say you could call me a Sith, like a Sith, yeah."
Right.
Um, um,
Because
because
I think this is another problem with the show is like if he has a red lightsaber again, as someone who if
very
you're
Sith.
only watching the movies, like yeah, you would just assume he's a Sith because he's got the red lightsaber. I feel like maybe what they should have done is that character have like a colored lightsaber, like a blue or
I think
a different color, and make it a little bit more ambiguous.
I think
Because then
Sith.
it would be interesting. I think they're kind
I
of losing that.
I think Siths only like use two colors, right? Don't only use like
Yeah, they
black,
use yellow and
yellow,
yellow,
red,
orange, red.
sometimes black.
Well,
I think
has there been black besides
black,
the black
black
saber
lights.
from the Mandalorians
I
or
don't
the
think I don't
Mandalorians
think that's
use?
a lightsaber though.
No, it's not a lightsaber. I thought it was.
The
Okay.
say no. Oh,
Okay, I haven't
dark
seen a
saber,
black
yeah,
lightsaber then.
dark saber is black, but that's not a lightsaber.
No, I thought it was. But I if let me see. Let me Google and see if there's been other black lightsabers.
Purple too, yeah. The thing is,
Purple for Sith? When?
I know a lot of Jedi use purple. I'm pretty sure Mace Windu used purple. I'm pretty sure Mace Windu used purple. This, however, the green and blue lightsaber look a little similar in Star Wars for some reason.
I don't think there's a black lightsaber besides the dark saber.
Oh, maybe, but but I'm pretty sure the Jedi use purple.
Yeah, they do because Mace Windu had purple. So
Yeah,
let
and
me Google a Sith light.
I think a lot. I think Jedi use also. I also think Jedi use orange also. I just think they never use red. Jedi never use red. Like
Yeah,
red is like the thing.
they never use red. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. When
yeah.
that's why like what again, I don't really understand. Okay, he's not a Sith, but he is a Sith. Like,
He is
what? How
pretty
are you
much
supposed to? Yeah,
he pretty
like,
much is a Sith.
yeah, he's a Sith because I mean he's breaking away from the Jedi. His whole motivations align with
It's
the
very
Sith.
Sith life. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, how can you
He's
not
just
call him
not.
a
He just.
Sith?
We don't know what's true desire,
Oh,
right? We don't know if
right.
his desire is like
Hold on, I
Palpatine.
gotta.
We don't know if his desire is like Palpatine to like I don't know control, right?
Right.
And he doesn't speak like he wants to control though. The way he talks in this episode, he doesn't speak like he has the same desire as Palpatine for control.
Yeah, but
Because he
then
talks about
what
freedom.
is
Yeah,
exactly his motivations then?
I don't know. That's a good point. Like,
Are they going? Yeah,
I
okay.
think
Is this show going to explore then what Kylo Ren was
I
trying to
think his
suggest?
I don't know. I could is a very basic motivation idea. I think his motivation is just desire. Like, what do you want? What do you want? When
Hmm.
if you're a Jedi, you cannot have that. You can't have desire. You cannot be goal oriented. You can't have desire. You can't have. You can't go for what you want. So I guess as a Sith, when you have a lot more freedom, I guess there's a goal. There's something you want. You could do. Where the Jedi's, you can't really. They won't let you.
Right.
Right? The rules, right?
Hmm.
Right? Like that's what I think. But I do think there's something bigger at play here. I mean, he wants.
I mean, there has to be. There really has to be because I mean, again, they set up a lot of like the stuff they set up is interesting. There's something interesting here, and I just hope the payoff is good. Because then I could say, the show isn't as bad as people were trying to make it seem like.
You know,
Maybe it's not the best thing ever. I'll agree with that, but you know, we'll see though.
so
Yeah, what were we gonna say?
it's like sometimes because these shows have different directors doing the episodes, and you
Hmm.
could tell like which director does a better job
Right.
of directing an episode, right? And you could tell last week's episode, yeah, the dialogue wasn't the greatest. I mean, but the
Hmm.
episode was much better than the previous episodes. I mean, the action scenes, right? The action scenes were
Yeah,
out of
the
the world.
action scenes. There was more. I mean, yeah, it felt like they're progressing the story. I mean,
This
this
episode
is
was
8 episodes, so we still got
this
two more.
episode this episode was a pure progressive story because after a major episode like episode 5, you
Hmm.
need something like this to
Yeah,
advance the story, right? You need something like this. This is a middle of the episode where middle like the middle like right. Every movie, TV show, you have a beginning, middle, and end.
yeah, we're closer to the end with this
You
episode
see,
6, so it's got two more.
you could get away with a weak, I guess, a weak beginning at times, but you need a strong middle, and you really need a strong ending.
I mean, ideally, it should be all strong,
Yeah,
you know,
agreed.
right?
Ideally, yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, looking back on it, did the show start in the best way? No.
No, it was really slow. Like,
I feel like it's only gotten more, like, I've been more invested in these last, like, from 4 to now. I've been more invested
yeah,
because
because
there's more things going on.
they kind of ended in solid cliffhangers. I just episode
Yeah,
4, right? Like, right?
that's another good point too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, with the Sith showing up at the end, with Creamer showing up. Episode 5, the action scenes, the the uh the ending of the episode. In this episode, once you see it, it's I mean, you like dialogue, and this is if you like dialogue in the Stars, this is the episode for you. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, and it actually makes like this is probably the best episode in terms of dialogue. Some people complain about the dialogue in the show, and
Yeah.
there is. This is probably I'll say from Creamer and Osha's interactions, it's good dialogue, better dialogue,
Right.
good stuff. Um, I'd say that. And I'm very interested where this goes. I'm curious if we're going to see Creamer's master in this show. I mean, maybe we've already seen the master. Maybe Soul is a Sith. I don't know, a double agent, whatever. Um,
Maybe Soul is his master. I mean, this is kind of
yeah,
weird to say, but I mean, that actor, like, there's only two Asians in the show.
shouldn't you
I didn't
recognize?
want to say that, but
What if it was in episode 2? Shouldn't you recognize them then? Shouldn't you have recognized them if it
well,
was?
remember what I was telling you in episode 4, Soul is looking into the trees,
Yeah,
and it's a really weird scene because he's looking as in he's seeing something in the trees watching him. And then he
yeah.
goes, "Oh no, I didn't see anything." And we as the viewer can't really see what's going on, but it made it feel like, oh, he's obviously sensing that there's somebody else here, right?
And
Someone
then
else is showing up, and then obviously, he
and
does
then
show up.
when he confronts when he saw the mask, it's like he said, yeah, you're familiar. I'm like, yeah, I see your sense is familiar. I'm like, and he should just right there know it's the guy from the shop,
Right.
right there.
But I think he doesn't want that's what I'm saying. I mean, it like based on what you're saying to me and then going back, I mean, that's a very strong theory that Soul is maybe the master, maybe he turns, maybe he did something to trigger it. Maybe he's the guy who trained what's his name? Is it Quimir? Is that how you say
Crimere,
it?
Creamer, I don't know.
Yeah, it starts
Yeah,
with a Q, but
yeah.
I'll just say
I wish
Quimir then.
I wish Degrassi was here. He'll give us a lot more.
Yeah, maybe because I'm guessing I'm like, oh yeah, that I mean this is I mean, if these things happen in the show, yeah, I think it would be more compelling. I know we're saying this and we're making theories, and yeah, we want our theories to be true, but if there's anything that's pulling on the threads of, yeah, him Soul being maybe the reason why this guy turned to the dark side, which makes it more interesting because maybe that's what ends up happening with Osha. Again, I think that would be interesting for Star Wars. I'm kind of never been a fan of the whole Jedi thing. I think the Jedi, not only are they not interesting, but their whole philosophy sounds sketchy as
I
hell.
don't know if I can accept the lifestyle of the Jedi. You can't do anything except basically diplomacy. Like you can't do anything. It's like you give up a whole life.
Yeah,
I can see from the Sith point of view. Actually, I mean, I won't go extreme like they do, but like I can see what they explain. Like you can't feel this way. I mean, yeah, technically, fear, anger is not healthy. Desire is not healthy, but
but there are emotions that
yeah,
you have to understand and go through them to understand. That's why I
yeah.
don't like the
And
Jedi because it's like, ooh, that sounds kind
fear
of
is not
scary.
that's fear is not like fear itself is not necessarily a bad thing,
No, yeah.
right? Like that's the thing, right? Um, yeah,
And
the
so was
emotion.
guilt. That's one of the
Yeah,
things I didn't understand. That's when the show made
guilt.
me interested because the whole reason why Osha isn't a Jedi is because of guilt, which I think
Yeah,
is kind of which I think is
this is left too.
not. I think most people could say, yeah, that like it's hard to suppress guilt. Like
Yeah,
if you that's something that is just like innate. It's just in us. You feel it if
but the
you're a
Jedi,
sympathetic person, so
but the
or an
Jedi won't let
empathetic
you. The
person.
thing I can see, like the Jedi won't let you overcome guilt because they believe guilt is not a good thing, right? It's not very
Right.
like we're Siths. I guess technically guilt does give in. I can see it from the point of view of guilt may turn to the dark side, but sometimes strong-willed people come out. They use their guilt and they come out the better. Like right. You don't see
Mhm.
like you could talk about comic book characters all the time. There's a lot of hero characters. There's a lot of heroes that feel guilt. Batman, perfect example. He
Right.
feels guilty all the time, but you don't see him turning into a lunatic. Well, he well, I use that lightly. I mean, into a
Right. Right. Right.
murderous criminal like his woke gallery. You don't see him turning into that. He overcomes that kind of stuff, right? Where in
Mhm.
this, where the Jedi's be like, yeah, you're not allowed to feel guilt because the Jedi fear itself that if you fall in that trap, you end up becoming a Sith. You can't overcome anything
Right.
if you're a Jedi. If you feel that, like,
But this is another thing that I think is kind of weird because um didn't again, I know I'm not big on the Star Wars lore. I'm just going based on, what I've
mm,
heard, what Degrassi was saying. Um so with the Sith there can only be two.
apparently that's the rule. Apparently that's the
So
rule.
then why is the Jedi so scared of other Sith? Like, are they just
I
gonna
guess
be what, minions? I mean, like the sort of I mean we kind of seen that though in the
I
in
think I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this is canon to the actual Disney Star Wars, but I think at one point there was more than two Sith allowed
right.
at the time. I don't know how you could police that really in this whole galaxy. How are you going to have two Sith? Like where's that come from? Like how can you police that? Like
Well, I think it was um because of like it was some secret.
yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, if it gets bigger, obviously the secret to come have a better chance of being exploited, coming out, revealed.
Right. So it was only between two people, right? Because then that way, you know, that makes sense, right? One of them
Yeah,
dies, I guess the secret goes down with the other person. But yeah.
and the Sith tends to, and the theory is that the Padawan Sith always tends to kill their master, right?
Mhm.
Right, and eventually becomes the. Then they get like that's just the cycle with the Sith, right? We know Palpatine did have this master in his sleep. We know Palpatine. I mean, Anakin becomes Darth Vader becomes his apprentice.
Right.
Um, in a way, technically, Anakin did kill his master, I guess. But that wasn't him becoming a new. He was already a Sith, but that's him coming back to the light, the good side,
Right.
right?
And he dies anyway,
Yeah,
so
he does die. And remember, uh, remember, Palpatine even grilled Luke into killing having Luke kill his own father and take his place. And Darth Vader was like, "Yeah, do it, join the dark side, do it." And then
Hmm.
obviously, right? You remember that, right? In Return of the Jedi, he was telling
Yes.
he was goading, yeah, right? Because you saw Luke in that. There was his face was there was rage or anger in it, but he was able to overcome it. Where I guess I guess the thing is with Jedi, they don't let you overcome stuff like that.
Right.
But Luke was able to overcome it. Eventually, I guess in a way, Darth Vader was able to overcome it at the end. At the end,
Well, that's the thing, I know some people talk about how they don't like The Last Jedi because Luke Skywalker being a hermit goes against his character. I don't really think it goes completely against his character because I mean he didn't
he
really
did.
grow up as a Jedi, so
He
it
did. He was feeling guilty, angry, hardened. Then he didn't go to the dark side.
yeah, like he wasn't really trained properly too, right? Like he was
No,
only trained in this,
he was trained as a teenager. It's very rare for a Jedi, right?
right.
He was a late
And
bloomer.
and so him doing all this research and stuff, it's
Um,
like, yeah, this stuff
I he was the
was
first Jedi to
it
be
didn't add
trained in
up for
years.
him.
He was the first Jedi, I think, to be trained in years and years.
Right.
I don't think.
But
But
I
there was,
mean, I think the idea of him like in the Mandalorian,
yeah,
yeah, I don't understand why they went. Again, these are all things people expect from, legends and all that stuff. That's why again I keep saying I don't know if I'm really a fan of Star Wars because I feel like as someone who just watches the movies and obviously the shows, the live action shows, I'm not into the animated shows. Um, like I don't know, it just seems like a totally different thing when you start venturing off into the comics and the actual deep lore, and you're like, oh yeah, this is not what I took from the movies at all. Like that's not why I like Star Wars. Star Wars is not, I like other stuff for lore, but Star Wars has never been like a thing I cared for about the lore. It's just pretty much, Luke and Han Solo and the characters and them beating up Palpatine. That's pretty much it. And I like the
yeah,
world of it. I keep saying that. Um, and I don't know, there's just not a lot of and I know people want, they want the black and white, like good guy versus the bad guy, but
that's,
I mean when you do that once, yeah, when you do that
that
once,
was
I feel like it's boring when you keep doing it.
that's the original. That's the original prequel. Three movies. It's black and
Yeah,
white.
that's the trilogy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the black and white. And then and I know again, I don't like the prequels, but at least the prequels were like, okay, it's a tragedy, it's like the fall of this character. But ever since, the prequels, it's always just it really does seem like it's only been about good guys versus bad guys.
Hmm. And
So,
yeah, and we obviously
um,
got to a point where Star Wars has become more gray because, like, you got, and Book of Fett
mhm.
wasn't good, but like Book of Boba Fett was not technically a villain per se. I mean, like,
Yeah,
more
but
like an
then look at what
anti-hero.
they did with this show. It's not even really like he's an anti-hero. He's just
Yeah,
sort of like a good guy in the ending who just became
yeah,
like a mobster. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like the characters who I feel like should have been more gray, they're not gray characters. They're just really good guys, right? Like
yeah.
what's a bad thing that I was gonna say Obi-Wan, oh my God. But what does Boba Fett do that's gray? That's like, oh yeah, he did this this
He was a
terrible
bounty hunter.
thing for a good reason, right?
He was a bounty
There's
hunter,
not.
right? Like,
Yeah, he
bounty
was a
hunters.
bounty hunter.
Yeah,
But he just did
and
it because he got paid and like we never got to explore any of that. So you just jump to a show and you're
we
like, this is Boba Fett, and you're like, okay,
Boba Fett. They kind of like made Boba Fett kind of like an honorable mobster, right? Like after we knowing
yeah,
nothing for 30, 40 years about him, we just know he's the guy that got who captured Han Solo and then got swallowed up by the alien, getting knocked into it. Or got their
yeah, and then
claws.
he and
And
then he comes out and then he's
he's like,
hanging out with Jawas and like
it's still
that's it.
weird.
Like
it's so weird because like that villain is so loved by a lot of Star Wars fans, but there was nothing behind that villain. There's like no
No.
biography. There's
Well,
like
yeah,
nothing behind.
that's because I keep I'll say, well, not that I'm keep saying this, but I think so much of why people like Star Wars is the visuals, and that's really it. Whatever was in the background that was weird looking,
Yeah,
it caught your attention because it wasn't like generic. It was like, oh, that character looks like he's the main character too. You know what I mean? Like Boba Fett
yeah,
had that feeling, and even the other bounty hunters too that were there, they all were very unique. So it's almost like, well, what are their stories? And I think that's the problem with Star Wars is that Star Wars is so married to the idea of what showed up in those original movies that they can't really create something new, and that's why I'm like, I get it. Like people love Star Wars. Star Wars is not going to go away even if these movies don't do well, right? It's just too big of a franchise to just
of
sit
course.
on.
Star Wars.
But I truly think if they just really got away from this original trilogy, even this Ray stuff, I feel like they should just get rid of and just do something completely new. Jump far into the future and show us something that's there. And make new characters instead of it just being like, oh yeah, we're gonna just
The
go
whole
back
thing.
to the old stuff.
What's gonna
Like
happen? What's gonna happen with the Way movie? Right? Are they gonna get? Are they? Is it like another emperor coming, or what the first order is like a new one rising, rising? We're
yeah.
gonna get like new Siths, like whatever. Because that's always been the cycle of Star Wars with the Jedi. It's always like they're battling with Siths for years and years and years, even when they're hiding, they're still in war with them,
Mhm.
right? Like,
Yeah,
because then
why
there's
can't I mean, I would like to see, I don't know, put this again, it's like we can't really do this, but like I would prefer if they just got rid of Jedi and Sith. Like people just they're free to whatever, like adopt whatever ideology. And maybe again, like I said, none of this would ever be accepted from the Star Wars community, I feel like. But um, I would like to see, oh yeah, someone who looks like a Sith, but they're a hero, and they're gray, or the Jedi that are like the good guys, but they have dark traits, things like that. I would find because that again, maybe I'm coming from like a comic book perspective. Like I like the fact that in comics, even though these characters all team up and they're pretty much all good guys, so to speak, they're all very individual. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
Wolverine is like a hero, but he's also an anti-hero, right? And the Punisher, he's an anti-hero or he's a villain. It's just depending on who he's with, who he's teaming up, or who he's going against. Or Captain America. Captain America will always be the straight guy, but sometimes he's got to make the tough decisions. Like those are the things that I find interesting, and I like that's why I like Marvel and DC more than I do Star Wars, if I'm being honest. So
yeah. Well, yeah. Because that was George Lucas, man. Yeah, you're either a
yeah.
good guy or bad guy with the Sith or with the Jedi. Jedi are good, Sith are bad, and it's kind of recent where they very recent where they start questioning about morality,
Hmm.
where good and bad, like are they really truly
Yeah.
good, right? I
But
mean,
even
Sith.
George Lucas, I feel like would agree to some degree, right? Because I mean, I don't think he would have just repeated the good guy versus bad guy story.
Yeah, I think
So
they're
I mean,
trying.
and they shut out George Lucas.
I
So
think what they're trying to do it. I think they're trying to make it like a comic book kind of universe. They should like
yeah.
explore this kind of ideas. I mean, you could right like comic book universe. I mean, a comic book is it like yeah, comic book is a genre itself, but there's genres within genres of comic books,
Hmm.
right? There's westerns, there's sci-fi, there's supernatural, there's fantasy,
Right.
right? The Star Wars, you could adopt. You could be Star Wars could be like basically like a space fantasy. Star Wars is space fantasy.
Hmm.
It is space fantasy, and you could adopt some from comic books. What are you talking about?
Like
You could
different
do that.
genres too
Yeah.
within that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, they'll never do it, but a horror Star Wars, I bad or good, I would watch it out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's another thing too. That is a good point too. Like they should branch out, not just in the story itself with the good guy and bad guy, but the genre itself as well.
Yeah.
Like you could do, I mean, yeah, you could do a horror movie, but they're not going to do that though.
Not with Star
That's what
Wars.
I'm saying. It's yeah, like because you got the fans, right? You got people like because as much as they say they're not fans, they really are fans. Neurotic and Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars Theory. The guy's channel's name is Star Wars Theory.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't do Star Wars, I mean, like, if he stops doing Star Wars, his channel dies.
Yeah. So all these people, I mean, yeah, we know they do it for money, right? Okay, they're
Yeah.
grifters. Okay, we know that. They know that. But deep down inside, they do still like Star Wars, right? I mean, remember when Luke showed up in The Mandalorian? You remember how they reacted? They pretty
Yeah.
much had no ammo. Like they were like, yeah, we gotta admit, like I was happy when it happened. I mean, there was Star Wars Theory was crying. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like these people clearly still love Star Wars. I'm not as attached to the franchise as they are, even though I grew up on it as a kid,
I don't
right?
cry
But
for any franchise. I'm sorry. Like,
no, I don't really. Yeah, I mean, even when Iron Man died, I didn't cry,
I didn't
even
cry
though I
at
love
all.
Marvel and DC. But yeah,
I
I mean,
I have
certain things. If
I
you if
I do
it's
cry at
good
movies.
enough,
I have cried at movies. I admit that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Not in a. I haven't done that in a Marvel movie. No, no, no way in hell. I don't think anything in a Marvel movie or DC movie has like touched me that emotionally. You know what I mean? Like something that's like, oh yeah, I
The only
feel
one
very
that
emotionally connected to this.
the only DC movies that made me feel that way is probably like Batman.
Yeah,
Like,
but even then, still,
yeah.
it's not
Uh,
like those are different. That's like a different caliber of movie. You
that's
know what I
true.
mean?
That's true. That's true. Um,
Yeah.
that's true. Uh, yeah, yeah. With Star Wars, man, we got 2 more episodes of this.
Hmm.
Um,
Hopefully, it's good.
you could what? Yeah, hopefully. I know why Degrassi is not here. He's on a different stream, so I know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do this stream, but I had nothing to do, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll
Mm,
talk about this. I'll talk about this because I wasn't gonna
right.
watch it at 9 o'clock. I originally was not gonna watch it like at 9 o'clock. I
Right.
decided
Yeah.
to.
I forgot it was coming out at 9 o'clock until you told me about it. But yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Man, maybe I'll do it for next week too. Next week and the week after the finale. Uh,
Yeah. I
um,
mean, I might if I can watch it, I will try to. I'm gonna hopefully watch it at by the end of the
I
night.
tell you one thing. I did not like. I know you're happy. How were you clapping your hands, and cheering, and laughing when your buddy Yorda died?
No, I laughed. I did laugh. I like because I didn't like his character. Like he was
No, you hated
very
him.
yeah, I didn't know if that was supposed to be intentional. It wasn't that he was boring too, but he also struck me as like he was very like I don't know, he went against OSHA, right? He was very like I'm here to arrest you even though you're friends and you're like, yeah, that's pretty shitty, right? So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna like this guy.
I thought he was gonna be the love interest to Osha, but oh,
Oh man,
I
that
thought
would have
that
been
was
awful.
that's the way I thought they're building him up for because he was always
Right.
like right, and then yeah, they
Mhm.
just killed him off. I'm like, oh nope, he was just there to die.
Yeah, he was. That's why I laughed because I was shocked, but I was like, it was funny because yeah, I didn't like the character. I didn't expect him to get killed off though. That's
Oh,
why it was like a
what if?
nervous shock laugh.
Oh
That if
my
that
hot
makes
take
sense.
is okay. I know you think maybe the witch. Maybe one of the witch. You know how you said the witch you thought was a Sith, and it turned out
Mhm.
to be Creamier. What if Creamier's master is Carrie Ann Moss's character, and she faked her own death? The hands of May.
Uh, I mean, they really didn't do anything with their characters, so
Exactly. Why waste? Why waste an actress like that? Why waste her like that? Like,
yeah, I heard some who was what stream was I watching where they were talking about this? I think it was Little Movie Perf stream, or if it was maybe it was like a Grace Randolph video,
she
but
was like in the
someone was
show for like
mentioning this.
she was like in the show for like 5 to 10 minutes period, in 2 episodes.
Yeah, like someone said it was like stunt casting. I don't really. I mean, yeah, why would you? The thing is, she's done other TV shows. She's not like that big of an actress. You know what I
She's known
mean?
for
Like,
Matrix, but she's
yeah,
well
she's a
known
she's well
actor.
known, but she's
Yeah.
not a like in
No,
demand
no.
actor, right? So,
Yeah. But
yeah,
still,
it is
even for
weird.
respect, still kind of even for respect though, right?
Right.
Like it's kind of awkward, weird, right? Like because
Yeah, I don't really get the
she's kind.
choice.
I guess her. I mean, her and Daphne Keane. I guess are the biggest well-known actors in that show. Because Daphne Keane obviously
Yeah.
came off Logan, and I think
Well,
she.
I mean, the actor who played Osha, she was in that, was it like a Netflix show that was
Yeah,
popular or like a movie
but Daphne
that got
Keane.
some
But Daphne
traction?
Keane obviously came off Logan, and I think she did. And
Yeah.
I think when she did an HBO show with what's it called?
Yeah, she did do some,
Big. Yeah,
is it, was it, was it
with
HBO or was it Apple?
it was HBO. I'm pretty sure. Let me
Okay.
check.
Yeah, I vaguely, I don't know the title,
Well,
but
I think
yeah, she was in some prestigious
Dark
TV
Materials
show.
was it? Was it Dark
Okay,
Materials?
Dark Matter. Because
I think.
Apple has Dark Matter, I think. That's what I was like thinking. Is Dark Matter. But no.
I think it was.
Yeah,
I think it was Dark.
Dark Materials is yeah, that's HBO.
That's it. Miranda, right? Yeah, she didn't do a lot of
Yes.
movies. I think she only
Nah,
did. I
she
think
didn't
it's the
do a lot of movies, no.
yeah.
Because she's
Well, she didn't do a
still, I
lot of
mean,
work.
she's an adult now, but before
Oh yeah,
she was a
she's
kid,
19.
right?
She's
Yeah.
19. Oh, yeah, that was 7 years ago. She was 12 when she did.
Yeah, she was 12.
I'm surprised she didn't have a lot of work between then, man. No, I'm looking at her filmography. Logan in another movie came out 2020, and then like 3 TV movies.
Right.
Wow, TV. I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
she hasn't really, because I mean, her first role was in Logan.
Oh, okay. Yes, it was. Well, she did a show called The Refugees, but I guess Logan made her major. No,
Yeah,
well,
because it said in Logan, it said introducing. I always thought when they say introducing, it means that this is the
oh,
first time an actor is in like a
maybe in the
show or
film,
a movie.
maybe introducing
Yeah,
Daphne Keane in the film for the first time. Uh,
maybe it's just like yeah, a film thing, I guess. But yeah, I mean, yeah, she didn't. I mean, in the show, the thing is like if you're going off of the show, I don't
I mean,
like. Is she a good actress? I really couldn't tell you. You know what I mean?
Carrie Ann Moss. Yeah, you're talking about the actress played Osha and May. Yeah, she's but like Carrie Ann
Hmm.
Moss, we know her, especially we know her from
Yeah,
Matrix.
yeah.
We know,
People know her from yeah, The Matrix. They don't even need to. She doesn't need to be in anything else. That's what she's always going to be
I
known for.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, yeah, I do agree. I don't like stun casting. I mean, stun casting does work. I think the best stun casting that I've ever seen is in Barbarian with Bill Skarsgård. I think that worked. That's like a good form of stunt casting is like when you throw off the audience by casting an actor because they expect them to be the villain
I mean,
or they
Carrie Ann
expect them
Moss.
in a certain way, so
Carrie
it
Ann
makes
Moss
sense.
was Carrie Ann Moss was in Marvel though. She was in Iron Fist and Defenders.
Yeah, she was in
Dare-
Jessica Jones.
Daredevil, yeah. So she's MCU
Yeah,
technically. Now, um,
yeah, but I don't know what was. I don't remember her character, what she did. She didn't show up a lot in Jessica
Jerry
Jones. Was she
Hogarth.
was she like another lawyer or like something
I
like
don't
that?
remember whoever.
No.
Yeah, um, yeah. She did a lot of movies I really haven't heard of.
Mhm.
Um, but she's still we still know who she is. She's not in a spotlight like other A-list actresses. That's the
Yeah.
difference. That's the difference. But yeah, but still, I still think should be like more used. I mean, like, why waste her?
Yeah, they should have done like I mean Keanu Reeves was in more movies than her, like more well-known movies than her, right? But she could have been like like why didn't she appear in the John Wick movies? Like that was another thing I never understood. Because it's like you're getting all these like stunt people. I mean, she's pretty well known, and I mean, you did Holly Berry and Keanu Reeves together. That was kind of weird. Like you should have just done oh, and they had Lawrence Fishburne in the John Wick movies.
Yeah, Lauren
So yeah,
Fishburne.
it
Yeah, not
was weird
surprised.
they didn't bring her into the John Wick
I mean,
movies. Kind
they
of
didn't
weird.
bring a lot of. They didn't. I mean, they didn't. Lauren Fishburne did not come back to Matrix, though. They had Wonder Man,
No, he didn't.
Black Manta.
Yeah,
That
that was also pretty
was a bad
stupid.
movie, though. That wasn't a good movie. The fourth Matrix was not good either.
Yeah.
No
I
good
don't know
movie.
about this new Matrix movie too. I think
They're making another one, the fifth one.
yeah, they're making a fifth one.
Why? Is it a reboot? Reboot it, man.
No, it's not a reboot. I don't know what it is
Who was
exactly,
the
but
director? Was it the same directors for the
no, it's not the Wachowskis doing the fifth one. But they did
Wachowskis? Are not.
do
They're not good directors.
um the one of the Wachowskis, I think it was Elena.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember the names,
You know what's
but
funny? You know what's funny? I mean, it's we're getting off topic from like Carrie-Anne
mhm.
Moss. It's like Russo's apparently asked to direct Avengers 5, and they were told no. And I'm like, I
Oh,
wonder
they
why they asked.
asked.
That's the rumor, right? They rumored, right? That's the rumor. And in my opinion, I'm like, if that's true, I wonder why they asked Marvel. Is because all their other movies since leaving Marvel sucked.
Oh, because they sucked. Yeah. I mean, they directed both Avengers movies that are the highest grossing movies of all time. So I
Oh,
mean, kind of
both
makes
Captain
sense.
America movies they did were very good too.
Yeah, but I think the reason why they don't want to bring them back is it's just too expensive.
Yeah.
Marvel,
Yeah.
I mean, the movie's gonna be expensive as it
You know
is.
what
They
it
don't need
is?
it to balloon.
The rep, I guess it's because the rep has taken a hit since leaving Marvel, and maybe they feel that if they do this movie, that the rep will recover. Maybe
Yeah,
that's what it
I
is.
mean, maybe it's just like an easy paycheck, or they're not enjoying
Yeah,
the movies
that's
they've been making. I mean, who really knows? Is it is it true? I don't know. It like to me that does sound like if that were to happen, I would bet that Marvel would say no because
yeah,
it's like, yeah, why would Marvel want to bring back the Russos? Like
exactly. Why?
should they? That's
No,
another question. Should they? I don't know.
no, no, because the stuff to focus on Marvel, um, Russo's really don't have hand in hand. Like, it should be somebody. If they do a Avengers movie, there should be somebody already working with Marvel in this next phases.
Right.
Like Sean Levy, for
I
example.
think it is going to be Sean Levy.
Yeah,
That's going
Sean
to be my
Levy,
guess.
even Sam Raimi, somebody like that, Ryan Coogler. I don't know, like somebody's still working with it because since the Russo's been out of Marvel for some time since the Endgame, and they haven't been really working with Marvel and what Marvel's trying to do, right? The multiverse stuff, it just doesn't fit them right now. With Captain America
Right.
and all that, it fits them. It's it
I
fits.
think I think Sean Levy is going to direct the Avengers movies just because think about it. They can easily announce that at Comic-Con, right at Deadpool. They always do this shit. They announce the fucking sequel when the movie's open.
Yeah, they're
And
announcing the
then
next movies. Yeah,
yeah, and they're gonna announce those next movies and you could just say, oh yeah, Sean Levy,
because
he's directing
they
maybe
still
he's
got
directing five,
the
but
only
I don't know about
the only
the
Phase
other
Six
ones.
movies that they have officially announced were the both Avenger movies. I think Avengers
Right.
5 was Phase 6, right?
Yeah, it is Phase
Okay.
6. I
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah, they're gonna have to restructure it
it's about
at all.
there's about I mean there's about I don't know maybe two movies a year like the article said. So they got a couple more movies.
Yeah.
Armor Wars apparently it's gonna become it's turned into a movie, so that's one at
Oh
least.
yeah, who knows when that's coming out?
I do think Doctor Strange 3. Um,
I
I
think
think
they
that
should cancel Armor Wars because I mean, what's the point? I don't really understand. I mean, the only reason to do it is to just bring back Robert Downey
Well,
Jr. as like an AI or some bullshit.
I
Because
think
isn't Ironheart going to be in it?
well, she has her own show first, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I assume so. I assume
because
Ironheart becomes for Armor Wars.
right.
Remember,
I'm.
right?
I don't know. I feel like they should just
They announced
get
Ironheart for
rid of
next
that.
year, right? Ironheart's one of the shows next year, or no? Is it? No,
Yeah, next
Daredevil's
year.
next year. Okay,
Yeah, I think it's Daredevil and Ironheart next year,
and Wonder
and
Man 26.
yeah, I think Wonder Man. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
that's
Wonder
a
Man
long
Vision.
time.
Vision's 26. Also, they said Vision, right?
Yeah,
2026.
probably. That's my.
That's what I
Because
read. There's
yeah,
three. Yeah,
why? I mean, they're not gonna do 3 TV shows
yeah.
a
I mean,
year.
they have been doing two a year now, right? Last year they did two. This year they're doing two.
Yeah, I mean, not counting the animated stuff.
I don't mean the anime. Yeah, I mean the live
Yeah.
action stuff. They've been doing two a
Well,
year.
there's also a rumor that they're gonna make a live action, not live action, an animated movie. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I don't want to be connected to MCU. Don't make a lot. Don't.
I'm kind of curious what it would be. I mean,
I
you would
saw
kind of think Marvel would do this after
I saw this
Spider Verse.
ridiculous Avengers team, and you're gonna laugh at it.
Oh man,
Want me to read the names? See if I can find it.
at this rate, I mean, the team is gonna be ass. Whatever they
My
do.
time to shine says George Clooney to talk to join the MCU.
Yeah, I did see that. I did
I
see
don't.
that.
It could be like as Batman. No, but Degrassi did a Degrassi. I think has proven the fact that My Time to Shine and We Got Toast are the same people. They kind of
It's
like the
not.
same
It's
stuff.
not.
It's not.
No, it's not. I keep saying this.
I think they're in cahoots
Toast
though.
is a dude.
I think they know each other though.
I don't know if they know each other, but Toast is a dude, and My Time to Shine is a woman.
Oh my god.
And
Wolverine will fight
this
Hulk.
is like there's external evidence from other people
True
saying this,
story.
so
Wolverine will fight
I don't
Hawk
think
and
they're the same
Deadpool.
person.
Wolverine will fight Hawk and Deadpool. Wolverine. Also, it's not clear if it will be Mark Ruffalo's Hawk. What the fuck?
Yeah, this has been going on. This whole Hulk, people saying Hulk is in the
No.
scene that they posted, and I don't know. I looked at the scene. It doesn't look like No Way Home. I mean, the No Way Home, that was pretty obvious once we saw Lizard get kicked in the face. We're like, who's kicking him in the face? That was pretty obvious. But this one,
Here's the difference.
and
Hawk is universal. All the
did you
cameos
see
right now.
this? Hold on. Did you see this whole rumor that people were putting out there? That the scene
What?
with the, I was just
Yes.
say Sasquatch, Jesus Christ, Sabretooth. Sabretooth is not actually there. He's actually fighting the Hulk. That's what people are saying. And the evidence is Deadpool's mouth,
Oh, I did see
his
that. I
lip
did see
sync
that.
is off.
Yes, the lip
I see
sync
what
is
they're
off.
talking. The lip sync is off, but
But the thing
that's
is,
not why. I don't think it's the Hulk
the
that's
thing is,
in
the
that
grass.
scene.
I mean, not the grass. Blinded. Well, I don't think the Hawk is in it because the cameos are 20th Century Fox and Hawk is Universal.
Yeah,
The
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point. I didn't
Fantastic
think
Four,
about
the
that
original
too.
Fantastic Four, the original Fantastic
They could
Four.
do that.
Yeah, that's 20th Century
Well,
Fox.
that's who I
Elektra, we
think
know.
is actually in
Yeah,
that scene is Chris Evans. I think Chris Evans is in
yeah,
that scene.
he could be in it because that's 20th Century Fox. Remember a year ago, Elektra was confirmed. Elektra is
Yeah.
Fox. Daredevil's Fox. So
Yeah, I think Chris Evans is because the thing is it's first off there's a lot of evidence for it, and two, I do agree there's something off about that scene, but it's not because they're fighting the Hulk. I think it's because they're going
okay, where's the
the
team?
team they're gonna fight together, and I think the Human Torch is there. That's what I believe.
Oh, but there is
And
rumor.
also Chris Evans was supposed to cameo in Deadpool 2.
Oh yes, that's true. There's also rumor. Fantastic Four may go to Blade's movie date. Possibility.
Say that
You
again?
know, Blade. Blade's supposed to come in November last year. There's a rumor
Yeah.
Fantastic Four might move to that date.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's what I've been saying. It's gonna get delayed.
I can't see the team. Where's the team? It's funny team though.
I did say it was gonna get delayed. Like what? 226? No, I said. What did I say? I can't even remember.
There's
I remember Anthony was saying he didn't agree with me, and I was
we
like,
know. Yeah, we know, Red. We know, buddy. You know. I
what was
forgot
that
the team.
comment? I can't see. My time to shine. Yeah, they're not credible anymore. That's for sure. I mean, look at the Scoopers. They haven't been talking
Right.
about. Yeah, like they haven't been talking about this movie, which is weird.
I forgot the team. I mean, like okay. Here's what the team, the team, the next Avengers is not credible. Katie, 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 under the Avengers. The fuck,
Wait, Katie, as in who? Kate
Aquafina.
Bishop?
No, Aquafina,
Oh,
not Kate Bishop.
okay. Yeah, we see. Isn't that old? We saw that before.
I think it's a bit
We're
of an
like, no
updated
way,
one.
this was.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Katie being on the Avengers, she doesn't even know how to fight. So
she got lucky, didn't she, with the bow and arrow?
yeah,
The Young Avengers will be set up released during. Oh, here's a room. Young Avengers being set up and released directly after the coming Vicious Crest series. The council will be involved with the plot. The team
a
will go on a
doubt.
search. The council will be involved with the plot. The team will go after a search for the Scarlet Witch. Well, I don't believe that's a. I don't
I
believe
don't
that they're
believe
gonna
that anymore.
go. No, no. Why would the Young Avengers go after the Scarlet Witch? I know they have their possible Billy Maximoff,
Yeah,
but you don't need the Young Avengers for that.
no, they should
No.
just skip that whole storyline there. Yeah, there's that rumor
And
now. I've
also
seen
they
that they canceled Young Avengers.
Also, they have Kid Loki on the team. I'm like, Kid Loki is not going to be in the movie. The Kid Loki was just supposed to be
Yeah,
a variant. Kid Loki is not going to be part of anything. Okay, he was just there as a
yeah, they
joke.
didn't really set that up, so
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
there as a
understand that.
joke, as a variant, as the other
Yeah,
variant of Loki is. They're, they're,
he's really just there for a reference, right? That's
yeah,
really it.
like
Because yeah,
what?
that whole like Kid Loki, like that's there's a lot of fucking story to all of that. So I don't think that's.
I
I mean, I don't know. They would have to set that up prior.
Moon Knight 2 season 2 will release after Avengers 5.
So
You
what?
know,
2027? Like how many
that's
years
not going to
later?
happen. That's not. You don't wait like
How many?
5 years.
Is that 5 years? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fucking way
2022.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 years for. I mean, no.
You know
Peacemaker
what?
is 3 years, right?
You don't announce if you don't announce movies, you don't announce TV shows in advance for 2027 at this Comic Con. Okay, that's not how it works. You don't. Well,
Yeah,
you can.
I don't understand what's this whole like season thing. It's like Loki season. Wait a minute, hold on. Backtrack. Is Loki the only show that got a second season from
Yep.
Marvel?
Yep. 2 seasons. Yep.
Oh my God. Okay, so they really are far behind. Holy shit.
Uh huh.
I thought there was something else, not counting What If, obviously.
No, no, the animation.
Not,
No,
yeah.
this
Oh
this
my
Loki.
gosh. Oh man. Why? Oh my gosh. Like, why didn't they just focus on putting out TV shows that they could put out, every season instead of being like, oh yeah, then this new character is gonna get a TV show. Then it's like, it's not a movie, like if you're making like movies, like
I
TV
think it's
movies, it's
I think it's
fine, I
really
guess.
ridiculous to have to for Marvel to be a Comic Con and D23 because it's like a month after. I
Yeah,
think it's still really
but they did
stupid.
that. They always do that.
I
That's
know.
because they usually hold back things to announce it at D23, which is dumb. But I think the big thing is they announce Avengers at Comic Con. That's gonna be you're gonna see that everywhere. Avengers, the
A new
title
title,
of it, Sean Levy, maybe like a
director.
synopsis, and then yeah, maybe Secret Wars. Maybe not. I think Secret
Well,
Wars is gonna have a different director.
they're gonna announce titles obviously because they got to finish Phase 6, right? They got to film Phase 6. Um,
Hmm.
the thing is, They're slowing down the output. They don't need to announce everything for Phase 6 this year.
No,
You
they
need
don't
to,
even.
right?
I still feel like they should scrap Phase 6. Take the movies that were in this movie or in that phase, put it into Phase 5, and then
Yeah.
let the multiverse saga end at Secret
Phase
Wars.
phase 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 4 was like 2 years. From like
Yeah.
WandaVision to Black Panther. That was like 2 years. That was like one almost exactly 2 years. Actually a little short because it was 2021 from January to November 2022. That was
Well,
again phase
actually,
4.
you know what I just realized? There is a project that I think we forgot about, and I'm
What?
just remembering this. So back in 2019, when they announced Blade and Fantastic Four, they announced a movie
Yeah.
called The Mutants. Do you remember?
Yeah.
The Mutants is
That
a
might be
movie.
Child X-Men now.
So what? So like,
Oh,
okay,
we know
why did they
X-Men's amazing.
announce it? I thought they said
X-Men.
this was a precursor to the X-Men, right? I
Oh,
mean, and now we're hearing,
do
oh
you think?
yeah, they have a.
Do you think they
I
announced a
wonder what
director for
happened to that
X-Men?
movie.
They might announce a director for X-Men. See,
I
see,
don't
the
think
thing
so. I think it's too soon.
from the rumor is, I mean, I don't know what the presentation is going to be like. The rumor is Fantastic Four is going to be the main attraction.
Yeah, but what
Okay,
do they have though? What
uh, the
what do they
cast.
have to
That's it.
show?
The cast is going to come out. That's it. And the director
The
and the cast is.
cast. I mean, or maybe like I don't even. Okay, I
They have no.
guess.
They will have no. They have no footage because it's just beginning filming at the time. No
Yeah, they have
footage.
no footage unless there's like I don't know more concept art because they've been showing a lot of concept art. So
Yeah. Uh,
more
that's
concept
it.
art stuff like that.
I would assume what happens is maybe Agatha. I mean, Agatha trailer's coming soon. They released that picture on Empire. That's a
Yeah,
precursor to a trailer coming soon. That most likely will be San Diego Comic Con. I assume Agatha. Uh, I don't know about Captain
Agatha,
America. I don't know about Captain America. Maybe
Captain
Thunderbolt.
America. Didn't they show a trailer for that already?
No, I don't remember.
No, not to the public, but I mean they showed that behind closed doors at I think it
Oh,
was CinemaCon.
oh,
I
maybe.
might be wrong because they put up. Remember we saw the first pictures
But
of
trailers at Comic Con are not
Harrison Ford.
always public, right? Unless they want to be public.
No, I mean the thing is, if Captain America comes out in February,
Yeah,
wouldn't
it's
we
not going to
be
be.
getting
It
the
will not be
trailer
a
like
Super Bowl
when?
trailer, that's for sure.
No, no.
Right?
When did we get like Quantum Mania's trailer?
Um, first one I forget
Because
because I can't
usually, like,
remember.
if a movie comes out in July, let's say, then it's like, oh, they'll like show it January, February.
Super Bowl,
So
usually
if a
Super Bowl,
movie
right?
comes out in February, I feel like
Yeah. You
wouldn't
know,
we start seeing it like this? We might actually see the trailer for
the first
Captain
trailer for
America.
movies, if they come out like in April, May, June, July, it's usually Super Bowl. The first trailer for football, from football, it's
Right.
usually Super Bowl, right? They did a
Yeah.
Guardians last year. They did have a Deadpool this year. Flash last. No, they didn't do Guardians last year, did they? They did
I
a
mean, they
Flash.
could show the trailer in November or October for Captain America, but
Black
if,
Panther got its first trailer at Comic Con. Black Panther 2.
yeah,
Wakanda
yes, it
Forever.
did. Did, yeah.
That's what I remember. Yeah. Um, I know
That
the
was a
Marvels
November
didn't. The
movie.
Marvels didn't at Comic Con. Did not get the first trailer at Comic Con.
No,
Um, I don't even
well,
think they got the
because
first trailer
yeah.
at D23. I mean, they didn't get the first trailer at D23, even though everything was done in 2022 for Captain Marvels. They waited till a year later.
Mhm.
um,
Maybe yeah,
I,
maybe Captain America's like November, October first trailer. I mean, if they're confident in the movie, why not? You know, it'll be funny if they don't show a trailer privately. That would be pretty funny.
mhm.
Because yeah, I mean,
Thunderbolts say they wrapped up filming. Maybe
yeah,
Thunderbolts, but I believe that comes out May. So if I had to guess,
yeah. I don't
Thunderbolts
think a
might.
trailer for that too soon.
If I had to guess, Super Bowl for Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I
mean, we
do. I
could
really,
get concept art of Century.
yeah, I do like the cast of Thunderbolts. I mean, you got Florence Pugh and Sebastian Stan, David Harbour.
Mhm.
I like the cast, but we'll see what else. And that's about it. I don't think we're gonna get a Fantastic Four trailer next. And
Well,
obviously,
well. Yeah, obviously, but Blade is the big question.
Fantastic Four trailer. Fantastic Four is coming out Comic-Con next year at the same time, like Deadpool is,
Hmm.
right?
Yes.
Um, but the Fantastic Four trailer. Uh, here's the thing: if Fantastic Four does not get moved, that could be that might be that might be a Super Bowl trailer ahead of Thunderbolts. But if it does get moved,
Hmm.
don't expect it to be a Super Bowl trailer for Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get moved.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, because that is like, with all due respect to Thunderbolts, like I said, I think we like the cast. Fantastic Four is the bigger movie
Yeah,
and
I
deserves
mean
a Super Bowl spot.
that's the one I think. I mean, they stuck Thunderbolts in May
If
because
if the,
they wanted to make money, but I'm
if
curious how that movie's gonna do.
if 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 the, if James Gunn comes and said, yeah, in December, January, first Superman trailer, a Super Bowl, Marvel should go with Fantastic Four. If it's the same date, if it comes out the same day, it's placed at on July 25th, whatever it comes out.
Hmm.
If only if it stays on that date.
I
If
mean,
it doesn't,
if a Superman trailer in December kind of would. I mean, it's still that movie comes out in July though. That's the thing.
hey, I would have no problem if both companies send out the same trailer for their big movies in the same week, same month, because I freaking love competition. And I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's more things to talk about. I mean, because I mean, in
You know who
December
agrees
they
with
have
you?
the Brazil Comic Con, but
Yeah,
they show stuff there too. But I don't know.
you know who agrees with you, Red.
Well,
Listen up.
I agree. I agree with that. Well, there's been okay. I'm not sure if you've been following all this stuff, Red, but they Marvel's so stupid. They
Yeah, they are.
okay. They just. I'm not sure if people know this, but they did a name change for Thunderbolts for this movie. Just
Exactly.
recently. It was called Thunderbolts Asterix.
Yeah,
And the reason why is because Kevin Feige said you need to watch the movie. There's a reason why. And what was my guess? Oh yeah, that's because they're not the Thunderbolts. They're the Dark Avengers, and that's why there's the asterisk there. Um,
because they're not
I
villains.
still think yeah, because they're not. I mean, if you look, I mean, what they should have done if this movie could have been a big movie. I keep saying this. If they all they had to do was follow the same premise of the original Thunderbolts comics, but instead call it Dark Avengers, which I mean the Dark Avengers fell under the Thunderbolts line, right? But
Yeah,
you take the characters who were analogs to the original six characters, so US Agent would be their Captain America. I don't know what you would do with Iron Man. Maybe you could bring in what's his name?
Justin Hammer.
Sam Rockwell's character.
Yeah,
Because
Justin Hammer.
because yeah, Justin Hammer. Yeah, because you can't. They're not going to do Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn would be more ideal, but they haven't really set that up. So, and then you can have Abomination for the Hulk. Yeah, Songbird's not in the movie, unfortunately,
Yeah, yes. It's just
unless
don't
she's
expect.
played by someone we don't know and they haven't revealed it. But it seems like she's not in the movie.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, because remember, like Red, me and Blind say this
yeah,
is their answer to Suicide Squad, but the difference between Thunderbolts and
yeah.
Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad are like most of them are villains. Like
Yeah,
not
they're villains who are meant to die. That's the whole premise
yeah.
of it. Black Ops team, they're sent in. No one knows it's secret mission,
These
and
these are
yeah,
most of the characters in at least in this other movies are not villains. They're like kind of good. They're actual
yeah,
heroes.
they're like either anti-heroes or like villains who are reformed, or sorry, villains
Yeah,
reformed.
yeah, exactly. Reform. Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird. The premise is supposed to be that they're heroes. The villains are pretending to be heroes, and that's a cool concept. I don't understand why they didn't do that.
hmm
That's how you would sell if could you imagine the villains that people knew from the MCU were pretending to be Iron Man and Captain America and Thor?
they could
That
have
would be
done.
cool. People would go watch that
They
because
could
they're
have
like,
done.
what was going to happen?
They could have done those scrolls, man.
Yeah, but this I
Yeah,
think the Thunderbolts is more way cooler idea.
the
Because
secret invasion.
imagine you had think about like this, Red. Think about this. If they had Bullseye as Hawkeye, and he's like the wild card on the team. Like he's just killing a bunch of people, and they don't know what the hell he's gonna do. He's a sociopath. Like that would be cool. Like that's the stuff you want to see. That's like refreshing for a Marvel movie, where it's like the characters. We're seeing villains pretending to be superheroes. It's. I still think it's such a cool concept. Like, and the fact
Where
that the comics aren't using it too is like it's just dumb in my opinion.
Songbird.
Yeah, Songbird. Yeah, she's was one of the original. I forget what original villain she was. I forget, but they're supposed to be the Master of Evil. We're the Thunderbolts, right? So,
Yeah, yeah. I
but
think
yeah, it's
yeah, Sentry is might be the pretty is a villain, right? But
yeah,
Sentry's
that's
like
the rumor.
he's open. Sentry is gonna take a lot, man. And these characters, I mean, like Sentry is supposed to be very, very powerful, and it's gonna take a team to take him down because one on one, there's no chance. Sentry is like one of the strongest
Mhm.
characters of Marvel, and a
Well,
lot of
he's
these
gonna be
characters are meme.
he's gonna be that evil version or the split because he has this like a split
Split
personality.
personality.
Yeah,
That's
which isn't
granted.
that kind of weird that how
No,
similar that is to Adam Warlock?
you mean? Oh, you mean what's the actor's name who played Glenn? He's not. He's not in it anymore.
No, no, he's not in it anymore. Yeah, he dropped out. I forget his name, but yeah, the guy who played Glenn in The Walking Dead,
Yeah.
and he's Mark and Invincible. Yeah,
Bill Pullman's
no,
son, Louis Pullman, is now Sentry. If you
yeah, I
read,
forgot they casted that guy.
if
Yeah,
you Bill Pullman, remember from Independence Day, the president,
yeah,
Independence Day, his son is playing Sentry.
yeah. I mean,
Well,
he kind of looks like Sentry.
schedule conflicts, man. Schedule conflicts.
Yeah, schedule conflicts.
Stephen
Even
Yeun,
though,
Stephen
even though the scheduling conflict makes no sense because how do you get your suit fitted and then you drop out of the movie the next day?
remember they said
Hmm.
that. I remember that. I remember like the
Yeah, you
scripters.
remember when they said that? Daniel RPK said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't understand how that works.
Stephen
Unless,
Yen. I think his name is Stephen Yen. Or you, right? Stephen Yen.
yeah, I mean the reason given still doesn't make sense. It's like he dropped out because he wants to work on his production company. But I don't know, like
No,
when you tell them that beforehand, I don't get it.
Doesn't he have another? Didn't he do another? Doesn't he do beef?
No, beef
Is that
is
limited?
no, they're doing a second season, but he's not in it. It's like a new
No.
story. So it's like
Oh,
it has a bunch of actors in it. I think it has dude, it's way more stacked than the first season. It has like I think Oscar Isaac, Jake Gyllenhaal, Anne Hathaway's in it.
oh yeah, yeah.
There's
Did
a
you see?
bunch of actors.
You see the cast of Sandman? We have Loki and Thor in
Say that
it.
again.
The cast of season 2 of Sandman. Loki and Thor is in it. Not Chris Hemsworth and Thomas, but the God characters. Loki and Thor is in it. And also,
Oh. Hmm.
Sandman's a good show. If you want a good DC show, that's a good show on Netflix.
I haven't really watched it because I've never read the Sandman comics,
I
so
never read the comics either. I mean, Neil Gaiman, right? But I like the show
yeah.
though.
Because I
Go
know
watch.
it's it because like Constantine appears in it. I like Constantine, but I never got into Sandman.
Well, it's not. It's cost a
Yeah,
teen.
in the show it's a woman, but yeah.
There's a reason why.
Hmm.
At the time, I think it's because of DC stuff. I don't know. Um, but yeah, season 2. I did not know this, but you know the kid Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
Hmm.
He's been acting again. Jack Leeson.
Oh. Hmm.
He's been yeah. You know the king that the kid king
Yeah, the Kid King, yeah.
who got poisoned. Yeah, he's in the show, but it's a good show. I mean,
Oh.
like it's a good show. I mean, it's very very. The first season he got like I don't know Charles Dance, um,
Hmm.
David Thralls. You know David Thralls, Ares from Wonder Woman,
Hmm.
Lupin from Harry Potter. You know David Thralls. You know who that is. He plays Doctor Destiny from DC.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? The Doctor Destiny, right? He kind of plays a version like him, but not like the comic book, like, a little bit over him. But
Hmm.
also you got Patton Oswalt as a voice. You got Boyd Holbrook in the first season. Boyd Holbrook, from Indiana Jones
Hmm.
last year's movie as the Nazi henchman, and
Yeah,
from Logan, right? From Logan as the
Logan.
Weaver.
Yes.
He's a he is the Corinthian, right? A villain, a serial killer villain. Who else you got? I forget who else. Not a bad show. Season 2, I'm looking forward to. Uh, Netflix. They almost said we're not going to do another season, but whatever. Um,
For Sandman?
yeah.
Oh, I thought they were like they wanted a second season, but Netflix it was up to Netflix.
Yes. 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 They weren't. It
Because
was
I
up in
mean,
the
these
air.
shows now we know like I want to say like after like season 3, that's when it's
Netflix
like more likely it can get canceled.
five to me, like 5 seasons of Netflix is like the max, 4 or 5. You never go
Yeah,
past that. You never.
yeah, because then it starts to get it's they have to pay out everybody. That's why it starts to get super expensive.
I don't think it matters whether he's Chinese,
Well, he's
Japanese, or
Korean, but yeah,
yeah, yeah. Steven Yeun is Korean.
yeah.
Look who's bad now, Red. Look who's bad.
No, man. No, I get
MCU,
what you mean though. I
MCU.
mean, MC, you see that meme, right? I love that meme where it's like Marvel is dead and then Marvel is back. Marvel is dead, Marvel is back. It's like, yeah, that's pretty
Which
much
one
what
is
it is.
it? Which one is it? Which one is it?
I think they're in a limbo. That's like I can't say I like listen, I do say
You
they're
know what they
dead.
are? You know what they are? They're the Nazgul from Lord of the Rings, neither dead or alive.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in limbo because it's like I don't know,
And then
some of these decisions they're making is not
and
great.
Marv and Kid Fight is Sauron.
Mm,
And the ironic thing
that's
is,
right.
there's a character named Sauron in Marvel.
Mm.
Remember that dinosaur villain? What's his the green from Savage Land? That's Sauron from X Men.
Oh.
You remember? Yeah. Now you remember.
Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, because I was blanking on that.
Like he was human at one
Okay.
point, and he gets sorbed. Like I don't know. Like he has to absorb your power. Absorb mutant. He has to absorbs energy from. I know in the show he has to absorb energy from mutants, and he turns into that thing.
Hmm.
Um, yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
by the way, hold on, hold on. I'm scrolling through Reddit, and this is, I mean, what the hell is this article? This is what it says. The
yes,
Acolyte
Red.
proved what female fans knew all along: the powerful sex appeal of the dark side.
Are they talking about the Sith? This and
Yeah, but it's funny how they're like,
yes,
okay, you know what? Actually, this is kind of funny though because, I mean, this is like a woman's magazine, Salon. Is more for women, right? But the fact that they're talking about the dude and what are they trying to push this entire time? They're trying to always have the
what?
female characters, but here's the women writing an article. This is written by a woman, by the way, talking about the dude. So this is what maybe Grace Randolph does have a point with about like this like female gay stuff. Like this is when people start talking about it.
Yeah, it's not the
Because
first
like
time either.
they ain't gonna be talking about the women in the show.
Did the woman? Did they? I wonder if the same people did that with Kylo Ren, with Ben
They did do
Solo.
it for Kylo Ren.
Yeah. Like, when they had that when the connected force thing, Kylo Ren
Yeah, and
just
he was
happens to
like
be shirtless.
shirtless.
Yeah, like why? What purpose did that serve? Just to get the
Yeah, no
females
no
all attracted,
purpose.
or the
But
gays,
they
or gays, or whatever.
I
Like
mean
yeah,
the thing is, I mean, yeah, they should if they want the female fans, then Why have all these female characters? It should just be
You
dudes
know, you
shirtless.
know why they do that for comic book movies? They do that all the time in comic book movies with the male heroes, right?
Yeah, and that's why Grace Randolph thinks
And it,
Marvel is popular. Like generally, like in general, I can kind of see it now. I mean, it makes
well,
sense.
it's because in the comic book movies they never really sexualized the women.
Well, in the
If you
comics, they
know,
did.
in the comics they did, but on the live actions on the live screen they don't.
No, yeah, they don't. I mean, I
The
don't
men they
understand
do.
what's the
The
problem
men
of
they do.
doing it to both. Like, if you notice now, there's like this weird imbalance where like
Oh, shit.
they just show,
The
yeah, all
force
this like
against it.
weird shit.
The force kiss
Let's
at the
hope
end.
that that's not what they do, because that's just some
Remember,
weird.
remember, some people had this theory, believe that Kyle went and pregnant Ray Skywalker at the end
Yeah,
of the Rise of Skywalker through the kid.
yeah, that's just bizarre. That's just I remember that. When was that rumor? Was that last year? Who
It could have
remembers
been,
that
yeah.
rumor
It was
where
kind of recent. It was
it
kind of
was like
recent.
a pregnant Ray and people are losing their fucking minds? Yeah, that was funny. That was funny as hell. Because when one look at that image, you knew it was Photoshop. It was like blurry and shit, and you're
Was it
like,
not that? Like, where was
what
that in the
the hell?
movie?
Like,
Where that? Where did the movie? I don't see her getting her. I don't see her stomach like that in the movie. What happened?
yeah.
And it's
But could you
funny.
imagine? Could you imagine that's actually what happens?
Is that maybe this? Maybe they secretly did get married because he did. She did take his name, the last name.
Yeah, that was that
Yeah.
whole dude. That whole like her taking we don't talk about that enough. Her taking the name of Luke's of the Skywalker, like
Why?
yeah, it just was like what? Like what? Like it doesn't even make sense.
I don't know if Disney really. I don't think Disney really has a kid.
No, no, I don't think so. But
You see?
that would like we don't talk about that enough. So more people should be roasting that because it's just so stupid.
Yeah,
And
she
the
has no
fact that we
kid.
got to hear it more, yeah, she doesn't have a kid. But
She just got married too. Like,
yeah. But yeah, they should. I still can't believe we're getting this Ray movie. And people have the nerve to talk. I really don't get it. Is Ray that popular?
not really. She doesn't have like
I,
I. She doesn't have iconic, the iconic stature of the original.
yeah, like I mean it's hard to tell. These movies did all gross $1 billion, but it's like
But fucking
yeah,
Star
but
Wars.
like where people yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Is it like I don't know. I don't know. I think you know what could happen though? Because you remember when people used to hate Ahsoka? They're like Ahsoka's a boring character. Then all of a sudden now they pretend like they like Ahsoka, which by the way, I'm still in that camp. Ahsoka's kind of a boring character. She was annoying as a kid, and then when she just grew up, she became extremely boring. But
She becomes like a typical Jedi. They always like,
yeah, I hate these stoic kind of Jedi
yeah,
characters. Like they don't got no emotions. They just stare at you
yeah.
blank in the face and tell you nonsense.
It's like
May the force be with you. Shut the
it's
hell
like
up, bitch.
you don't know if they're always serious all the time. But like, what the hell, man? Like
Yeah,
that's a fucking personality.
we need to brag on this more. These like emotionless Jedi. You just stand there blank and just cry. Yeah, and she was doing. I haven't seen the show, but every time someone puts an image of the Ahsoka show
You see, the
on,
thing is,
it's always her crossing her arms and looking disappointing or disappointed.
yeah.
It's like, what the hell
She's got
do they
she
do
also
now?
crosses her arms. I see her cross her arms and have it like form a small smile.
Yeah, and then it
It's like if you,
slowly fades away, and then she just stares. It's like, what the
yeah,
hell?
yeah, Red, you're right, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we agree with you, man.
Yeah,
It's like
we are on that train too. I
we never
agree.
The Jedi's are like all the Jedi's are 99% serious. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like, even
they're serious. They don't have a lot of fun, like when
like
they fight people, it's like I'm only fighting you because I have to. It's not like it's like there's no
Personality.
fun in fighting anymore.
Superman Public Enemies, Batman Super Public Enemies. They're Superman. Like, Batman comes to Superman's aim, right? And
Right.
Superman. Superman has a sense of humor, right? And
Hmm.
I think there's just a Mattel fight, and Superman was on top of Batman. And Superman's kind of like laughing it off, kind of the fight with Mattel, and
Right.
Batman's like, "This is not the time to be laughing. Dude. This is not humorous." And Superman's like, "You know what? Buy a sense of humor.
Mm,
It's not a Jedi. Buy a sense of humor."
yeah, they need some humor and some
Oh
spunk.
my! I think Yoda showed some humor in the original the original
Yeah,
movies,
the
but he
original
was a
movies.
test. I know it was a test, but he became all serious after that.
Yeah,
But
you know what? Actually, that is the kind of a good point. Why do Obi-Wan and Yoda in the original movies like they actually have a personality?
oh yeah,
They do like
even Qui Gon does too.
kind of to
Like,
some extent.
yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
because he right but
Yeah,
of
and then
course,
all of a sudden that like kind of goes away. Yeah, like why is Ahsoka so drab and boring in our TV show?
it's like God, it's like they're actual monks and not allowed to enjoy things, you know.
Even monks laugh. Like, come on.
I know. Oh,
I
Canada Day,
just
it was yesterday, but thank you, Red.
yeah, it was yesterday. Damn. Okay, I just had a thought. Damn, frick.
What?
I can't remember now. I was gonna say something. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, I completely forgot. Oh yeah. Okay, this was because you mentioned Superman. I've been watching. Have you watched the animated Superman show?
I haven't seen season 2 yet.
Okay, season two is actually really good. You should watch it. There, I
Is
was
it true
like
they made Silver St. Cloud fat?
Silver St. Cloud fat.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
like
remember.
really, really,
Hold on.
really, really big.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Is she in it?
Oh, so okay, no. She's not fat. She's not fat. She's like kind of like built.
That's so weird.
She's like it's like weird. It's like built. She's built and like curvy. It's weird. Cause yeah, I forgot. She shows up. I don't want to like spoil it. She doesn't have like a big
I
role,
don't
but
care if
that
you
episode
spoil
she
it.
appears in,
Right.
uh, that episode she appears in, that's actually a really good episode. Like the show, I think it's
Yeah,
better than the last season
they're getting
so
Batman
far.
characters on the show, man.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping. I don't want to spoil anything, but they do have they reference some other DC characters.
I know.
But I'm hoping. I think they're gonna do it. If they, I hope the show gets like greenlit for like two more seasons because I have a feeling we're
Are
gonna
you
see
gonna watch?
Batman.
Are you gonna watch? Oh, we're gonna definitely see Batman.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think they're gonna do Batman because this show,
Are you,
like, I'm impressed,
are
very
you gonna
impressed.
do? Are you gonna watch the Batman Quick Crusader Amazon?
Yeah, of course I'm gonna watch that. I'm not a
Apparently,
big. We talked about this before. I'm not a fan of the Harley Quinn. I don't know what was
I
the point
know
of
it's
that.
1940s Batman, but yeah, this is a little bit of a
Yeah,
change. Also,
well,
like apparently,
it's a big change.
apparently it's like second week of him being Batman. Like
Oh, the
second, legit
second week.
second. Yeah, like second
Okay,
week of him. Also, like so we did
I'm
not get to
hoping
see
it's
Hawk.
good.
We did not see Hawk Girl get leaked today. I mean, she was there, but
No, yeah, they said
also,
that she was gonna be there, but yeah,
well, she probably was there, but we there's a scene
yeah,
where
they
there,
probably covered it up now, I guess.
yeah,
But I don't want to. Do you mind spoilers for the Superman show?
I don't care. It's an animation show. You care,
Okay, are you
Red?
sure? I'm
You're the
asking
only one
because
that's.
I'm
I'm fine with it, but Red, are
okay.
you okay? I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I don't care.
because in the show, there a Green Lantern does appear, and I'm again, I was a little bit confused, but I'm pretty sure there's like a like it looked like Hot Girl, and I'm like, oh yeah, isn't there like there people? Their technology
Hungarian?
wasn't it Alien? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thank Gary. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, it was that. So yeah, because I'm not like that big into Hawkman and Hawkgirl. I know there's like different iterations, and then they're
I
like
know they're like reincarnations of like
reincarnation, and there's
yeah.
a lot of weird shit with them. But yeah, and then there's a lot of other references and stuff. But the stuff they're doing with Supergirl and Brainiac, it's really cool. I do like it. Also, I'm seeing a lot of similarities between this show and the movie. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm starting to see this now. I could see why the show is like they're keeping this alive. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
'cause it is a good show. It's very quick, like it's under 30 minutes each episode.
Yeah.
It has like an anime feel. It's lighthearted, but then like the action and the character
I
designs, like they
wish
had Metallo and
the thing is, the
Steel.
good thing is, we don't have to pay for it, like, cause it's not like on a service, cause like we get a regular cable here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on
I
cable
wish the
here.
Batman cable shooter was the exact same thing. Unfortunately, Amazon's holding it, so we have to get
Yeah,
Amazon. That
I don't
sucks.
really mind. I mean, you gotta. Amazon's been putting out some good stuff. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Well,
yeah,
I'm gonna end the stream tonight. It is past midnight.
okay.
I know Degrassi's not Degrassi was busy on a different stream.
Yeah, what
Um,
stream was he on? I
Bruce the
didn't think.
first.
Oh, okay, I see. I didn't
Yeah,
know Brucifer streamed.
yeah, yeah. Blind, where can we find you? Go.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube, um, and Threads, Blinded Braille. So if you like gaming stuff, you can go check out my YouTube stuff. And for Threads, I just post anything,
Mhm.
comics, movies, games, whatever comes to my mind.
All right, for me, guys. Tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night, and I have another stream set up. I think I
Oh,
do have
what's
another stream
that?
set. Batman related stream.
Okay.
Um, yes, a Batman related stream tomorrow. Um, who knows? Maybe another Superman and Impromptu stream. I don't know.
Yeah, you
I'm
never
trying.
really know with this
I'm
stuff.
milking off it. I'm milking off it. Like there's every day there's like something new with Superman. Every day,
Yeah.
a new
Hopefully
picture.
there's some news because it's been kind of dry
Yes, there is.
for news.
Um, yeah, that's tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, Batman. Maybe I do Let's Talk Pop soon.
Right.
Maybe Saturday. I don't know. So yeah. Um.
Whenever there's
Oh,
news.
are you gonna watch Actual Foley?
Actually,
Netflix.
no. No. Oh, Axel Foley. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry, sorry,
Netflix. It's
sorry.
tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow.
Oh, it
I
comes up
might
to
do
what the
something.
fuck?
Yeah, it comes out July 3rd on Netflix tomorrow.
Oh shit, I completely fucking forgot. I thought that was like later in the month.
No,
Oh.
tomorrow, man. I might do something on that.
Wait,
I might do.
where what is there reviews?
I don't know. That's a good question. Um,
Oh shit, that's not a good sign.
I'll have to watch it.
Dude, I completely forgot. Holy shit.
I'll probably do like a review on it, and then maybe a spoiler stream. I mean, like a spoiler stream, actually. Whatever.
Yeah, there's no reviews and it comes out tomorrow.
I don't even think they had a premiere.
Oh
Did they have a
man.
They
They
don't
just
do
throwing this
premiere.
movie to die?
Do they do premieres? I haven't seen premiere for Netflix films. They really
No,
don't.
they don't. They kind of do, but not
They're
really. I
small,
mean,
right? They're small.
yeah, but this is Beverly Hills Cops.
I
Like,
know, and this is like $100 million budget film or more, too.
I mean, this is what they're gonna do to Eddie Murphy? They're gonna throw him under the bus like this?
Hey, he should make a comeback, a little bit of a comeback. So
Yeah,
that comes out tomorrow.
who's directing this movie?
Oh, good question. Maybe it's Eddie Murphy himself.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, this might be bad.
Who is it? I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you this. His first movie is this movie.
Oh, it's a rookie.
It's a rookie, yeah. He's never directed anything. Well, okay,
Did
oh,
he write anything?
okay, oh boy.
I mean, he did work on Matt
He
Dave. Maybe
worked
Lawyers Weekly.
on the Quibi TV show.
Cribby.
Quibi, do you remember Quibi?
Yeah. At least it worked with Matt Reeves,
Um,
right?
oh wow. So the guys who directed Bad Boys 3 and 4, they were supposed to direct this movie, but they dropped out.
Oh.
Oh, that was a
He's a
mistake.
he do television commercials. Oh my god, this guy
Yeah,
did.
this guy has done nothing.
Oh my god. Well,
He's
well,
holy shit. This is not going. Oh, holy shit.
you should
What
got
the
Matt.
fuck were they thinking? And this
You
has
should
$150 million budget.
you should got Matt Reeves, man, because he worked with Matt Reeves on Cribby. You should got Matt Reeves
Oh,
to direct it.
fuck me. Who directed the original movies?
Oh, I don't think everybody directed all the same movies. The original director,
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be old, but
Beverly Hills Cop. The first one was Martin B. Bress. Bress. It's
oh
not spelling
yeah.
Bress, but it sounds like Bress. Beverly Hills Cop 2, Tony Scott, and 3
Oh
was
no.
John Landis.
Oh no. The screenwriter of this
Who's
movie. Who
who?
he hold on. I don't know. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. He's a
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder. Oh no.
Story.
Oh no. This ain't gonna be good. And he did Gangster Squad, which was a disaster. But he did the
Hey, Ellie.
script for Justice League and Aquaman. And he oh no. He was supposed to do the rebooted Lethal Weapon
Oh no.
and Conan the Barbarian. Oh my God.
Conan the
He
Barbarian.
also has rewrites for Edge of Tomorrow and Venom and Nonstop.
Is this movie gonna be edgy then? Because like this Zack Snyder stuff, it's gonna be edgy as hell. The character's so fully edgy.
Oh no. And then who's the other guy? He's some like late show writer.
Why did Eddie Murphy should have wrote this script? Should have have some writing in this film, man. Should be like
Oh no. So okay, so we could say now this might be
nervously.
going down. Yeah, this is not. I'm gonna watch it. If you want to do a stream about it, we'll
I might
talk
do
about
it.
it.
Yeah, I might
Because
do it.
this ain't looking good. I didn't know. I didn't know.
I know
Wait, did
Degrassi.
it? When did the trailer come out for this? Because I've been
I
avoiding
don't remember.
trailers.
Some time ago. I know Degrassi wants to look at it too. I mean, like, it's really looking forward to it. I mean, Degrassi looks forward to
Uh,
almost 95% of things. Let's be honest.
that is true. This
Um,
I'm seeing it though. I'm like the director, the writers. I mean, the fact that we don't got no reviews, not even the shill reviews. When you don't have shill reviews, that's not a good sign. You know what I mean? Like if you have them, it's not a good sign. But if you
maybe
don't have them, that's how you
when
know
does
something's going
Netflix
on.
usually put the movies on? Like at a certain time, like 3 o'clock? Do you guys know?
I think it is 3 o'clock because it's like 12 p.m. Pacific
It,
time.
it's 12 p.m.
It
our
might
time
be
right
it
now.
might be up right now. It might be up right now, but
No, not my
it's not.
Netflix. No.
Okay. We should pull up the trailer and watch it. Damn, I know it's late,
Yeah, I
but
gotta go. I gotta go sleep, man.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
go,
okay,
man.
we'll
Take
see.
care.
Yeah, I'll let you go. Peace.
And bye, guys. Thanks
Oh,
for
you're
waiting.
still live. Yeah.